Hi, welcome back to
I was nodding when you said cats, but then you said the musical.
just out of context during the recording there.
You know, the good news is that investigation day 1 isn't actually that long.
Yes. Welcome back to investigations, by the way. Wait a minute.
Nope. Nope. Try again.
Justice of Spirit.
Yeah, sure. Close enough.
Where exactly
Um,
did I leave off out of curiosity?
oh, you were on, you're probably at the start of investigation day 2.
I don't think I was. I actually think I was into like more in the investigation.
Really?
I remember
Let's
shit like
see.
meeting his wife, who was like depressed.
You're at the High Priest's house. You go there. You go there, I think, like, immediately. No, not
Now I
immediately.
remember. The game crashed and we lost save, or like something like that. It's like somehow
Oh,
it didn't save.
really? Is that
Yeah,
why you stopped?
that's probably a reason for it.
Okay.
Anyway,
Um,
I'll go back to Spirit of Justice.
yeah, we're gonna start over chapter 3 because it's been a long time. Also, I'm not Zuper. Um,
Oh yeah, I guess you are.
so, you know, if someone decided
Oh, you
to
can
watch through
chapter
the...
select. Ooh,
Oh, really?
holy
Okay.
shit, that's awesome.
That is really nice, yeah.
All right, we can skip some of this nonsense if we want. I'll just skip to the trial and be like, all right, let's do the trial.
I think it might be for the best to...
It's nice that that exists, but yeah, we're probably gonna restart.
But yeah, so if you're somebody who'd watch the playlist, I'm in the investigation playthroughs. You should go watch those. We'll spoil the fuck out of them if I know anything about our habits. I've already played Spirit of Justice all the way through. Ross has not. So I'll have to walk through open in case he gets stuck.
Yeah.
Also to get us through the shit that he already did a bit quicker.
All right, this is like the really weird scene at the beginning where just Assassin Maya kills like 3 people.
Yeah, this is honestly getting right into the Invest spoilers. A lot of Invest 2 vibes with like the prison and like an assassin and shit.
Yeah. Not very careful, assassin.
So also, just for a little bit more context, as far as the game up to this point, you've only done the one trial in Kurain, because
Yes.
chapter 2 goes back to Apollo and
Athena.
Trucy.
And
Not Athena. Well, is Athena there?
yeah, she's there.
She's. I don't think she's in the trial. She might hang out though.
No, she
She might
exists.
vibe. Does
I
she?
don't know if
Okay.
she's like an active participant, but she was definitely there.
Okay. Fair enough.
It was definitely more of the Trucy brothers.
Yeah.
The not the that was wrong in 2 ways. It was the Justice twins.
I mean, they're
Siblings?
not twins, siblings. Yeah, but
But
they
they're
don't
like the
know.
right, but they're not the right. Okay, they're just siblings. That's all they are.
They're the kids of that Lamaror girl from the 4th game.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
Phoenix Wright's burdens. Another fine day in the kingdom of Korean away from my children. It's so peaceful here. Can't believe it's been 2 weeks already, but also we haven't met. No, did we meet Maya? Do you meet Maya in the first one, like at the very end, or do you
No,
not meet?
I think I don't think you met. Um. Yeah, I don't think you met Maya yet.
Yeah, at this point in the story, we did meet Maya though, because of
When you played,
fucking
yeah.
course she's accused of murder.
Also, by the way, I just got dinner, so I might be a little slow to react if I have a line or something.
Still, fair enough.
Is it? Oh my god.
It's pain.
There's Rafa. I kind of missed her. I like her.
She's neat so far. Sure was a rough start.
I apparently have low standards for Ace Attorney characters because you guys hate Nahida, and I think he's fine.
We don't hate him. We just think that like he's like pathetic in terms
I mean,
of like.
he's a bit of like a fail husband, I suppose.
But like that's the thing. He's not a fail husband. He kind of falls into like early Byakuya territory where everyone's
Yeah.
like, "Holy shit, he's so amazing," but he's not. He sucks. He's really bad. The points he makes are really bad. It's kind of like the best, but at least there's like an air of there's a reason that Justine keeps simping for this guy. There's a reason behind it. She doesn't actually believe this kid's smart.
You know, at first though, it's kind of hard to tell because it's like, why the hell is she?
Yeah, but you have a feeling there's an alternate like reason. Here, there's no like they're not fluffing his tail feathers. They're seriously convinced that this dude is
I think the reason
insane.
why is just because Korean's political system is so fucked that like.
It's like, how the fuck do you lose?
If you never lose, like everyone's like everyone's gonna suck the dick of the prosecution in like a place where like 100% of defendants are found guilty.
That's like the equivalent of like repping children's basketball, like, all right, this is awesome, but your favorite team is the group of like 25 and 30-year-olds.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, God, he's so good. Look at him school these children losers. It's like, what the fuck? See Maya, anyway. Her long ascetic training is finally coming to an end. Before it does, she said something about one last rite she has to perform today. I believe this is the kid. I forget his name.
This is I'll Be Your Guide.
I'll Be. And the pup. It has been a while. Well, since you're taking Zuper's roles, I guess you're taking all of his characters as well. So, here you go.
I don't think we're gonna remember which characters. I'm also might be a little more pushy. Like you were voicing Maya, right? I definitely want to voice Maya. But...
Okay.
Anyways,
But you can have Albie.
I don't know how to pronounce this shit. Hapiraki.
Hey, Albie. Hapiraki.
Oh, you. Nope, monitor turned off.
Oh!
My cable's been so fucking loose, which is not a euphemism.
I was going to say.
You've mastered the traditional greeting of Korean.
Yes. I don't really know about that, but I guess all that practice is paying off.
Have you gotten used to life at the temple?
I'm grateful they're letting me stay here, but the morning starts a little too early for me.
Yes, well, morning prayers do begin at dawn. After all, you can never pray too much. Daily devotion is very important here in Korean.
Hats off to you guys. I don't know how you do it. I can't wait to see the people performing the piss waterfall.
And today's a special day, full of even more prayer than usual. There's nothing better in this world than being able to pray to your heart's content.
I can think of a few things I'd rather do. So, what makes today so special anyway?
You mean you don't know? Today's the purification rite. It's only performed once a year.
That's what Maya must have been talking about on the phone yesterday. I wonder what her role in it is. So what exactly is Maya going to be doing for this purification rite?
What? Didn't she tell you? She's playing the role of Lady Kira. It's only the most important part of the entire rite.
Ex Domine Kira.
It's unprecedented to have a foreigner play such a key role.
Wow, that's really something.
It really is. Helping out such an amazing person has been the greatest honor of this humble tour guide's life.
So, who is this Lady Kira you mentioned?
Allow me to explain. Once upon a time, hundreds upon hundreds of years ago, there lived a female warrior who fought valiantly to establish...
Well, let me stop you right there. My cat is bothering me at the door again.
Is something wrong with your cat?
Yeah, no, she's a butthead, and now she's decided, no, now I want to go upstairs.
No, that seems pretty normal for cats. Something nice about Invest that I kind of miss here is the fact that you get to always see like how Edgeworth is visibly reacting to everything. But now back in normal Ace Attorney land, we don't actually really get to see what Phoenix is emoting.
Alright, sorry, Alfie. The cat
Did
is
you hear
now
the
up
thing I
stairs.
said while you were gone?
Something about, like, that's pretty normal for cats?
Oh, after that. I said, so one thing I miss about Invest is you actually get to see how Edgeworth is emoting while he talks. But back in normal Ace Attorney, you don't really get to see Phoenix unless you're in a trial.
Yes.
Anyways, is something wrong with your cat?
No, it's just, I get the feeling I'm in for a really long story.
Yeah, I'd say it normally takes around 2 hours to tell.
Whew, dodged a bullet there.
Oh, right, you're supposed to finally see Miss Maya today.
Here's your admission to the Clown College, sir.
That's right, the Berry Big Circus Clown College. The story can wait then. In the meantime, you can read up on the Wright with this.
Clown College, you can't eat that. An English guidebook. Where'd you dig this up from?
I found it just lying there in the temple library. I figured no one's using it, so I borrowed it.
Hey, this book belongs to Maya. See, there's her name on the back. Guess there's no harm in keeping this for a while, then.
What the fuck, Nick?
Oh no, if you hand me something, I will take it and use it as evidence. Or
Miss
just
Maya
flash
should
in
already
people's
be at the
faces.
site where the Rite is to take place. Let's go! To the Plaza of Devotion!
I wonder if Maya's matured any since I last saw her.
It's on a mountaintop, so it might get a little cold, though.
I think I can handle it. Right. This is how the old Ace Attorney games worked. I say as I play the most recent one. What are those buildings over there?
Those are training halls. Monks continuously undergo rigorous training there, day in and day out. You could try it out for a day if you'd like. They do really interesting stuff, like meditating while standing on their heads.
That's really okay, Albie, thanks.
I always thought his bag kind of looked like a waffle.
Who, Albie's?
Yeah.
Show up for a prayer now and then since they're letting me stay here. Let's see. May there be a slightly softer futon tonight. May tomorrow's breakfast be a little bigger.
Wow, I'm impressed by your prayerful heart. Prayer's at the heart of Koreanism, after all. May the Holy Mother's blessings be upon you.
Thanks. Now I feel kind of bad.
I definitely didn't get all of the optional dialogue when I played this.
This is a really gorgeous spring.
You have an excellent eye for beauty, sir. This is the guiding waters, the centerpiece of our temple tour. It's a sacred pathway for people's mitama, so don't ever wade into it.
Why? What would happen if I did?
I don't think we should even be talking about this. Just don't go in it, okay?
What's the worst that could happen? Well, we're okay for now, right? As long as we stay out of the water.
It's shark infested.
It's like 2 inches. Twin
Little sharks. There have been a lot more tourists this year than last.
And your tour guide business must be booming.
It is. But I have more important things to do right now, namely, helping you, Mr. Wright.
I think I'll tip him a little extra for his help later.
Let's head over to where the purification rite will be held.
What sort of rite is it?
We'd wind up missing a whole day of the rite if I were to explain it.
Well, in that case, I think I'll just go see it for myself.
I do like that, you know, some people aren't real super happy with, like, 2D games switching to 3D models. But I do like that the 3D models in these games are actually still very expressive.
It doesn't always work, but here it's fine.
It doesn't always work, that's true.
Great example
Wow.
is FE11 and 12. Holy shit, those games are ugly as shit.
What a beautiful badge.
It's the attorney badge we used in my country.
It kind of looks like a sunflower to me.
Yep, and I'm pretty sure there's even a reason for it.
Please do explain, Mr. Wright.
Maybe next time. I should have known you'd ask me to explain. Yep, I remember presenting this a bunch. Time to move.
Alright, we are 1/12 done. Except not really, because they're not all equivalent lengths.
1/12 done what?
With the free trial.
Well, it's so cold. It's like the air itself is made of ice. Look at all these people.
Well, this is the day we come to offer prayers to Lady Kira, the protector of our land. It's amazing to see how devoted everyone is.
Devoted, right. But couldn't they just as easily do all this praying someplace warmer?
This, too, is a part of our religious training. It helps us build strength of spirit and willpower. Further up at the end of those stairs is the inner sanctum. It really makes you think of that Kaiba clip about the stairs from Yu-Gi-Oh! Abridged. Huh, Mr. Wright?
I'm unfamiliar with that one. Oh, it goes like this. He goes, God damn it, I hate the person who invented stairs. I want to find the person who invented stairs. And yeah, okay, I see, Albie. Everyone I've met so far seems pretty deeply religious.
Of course we are. After all, Kurain is also known as the Land of Prayer. It's said that we Kurainese spend an average of 15 hours a day in prayer.
What? 15?
From the moment we wake to the moment we fall asleep, our hearts are always in prayer. You see all the square flags around here? They're known as prayer flags. They contain the prayers of our people.
Oh, he's talking about these colorful strips of cloth. There's something written on each one.
Such piety is the glory of our people, and...
I'm afraid that story's going to have to wait for another time, Albie. I should be here any minute now.
Oh yeah, you're right. I can't wait to see Miss Maya again. I think that's her, right? Is this when she shows up?
I think this is not her. I think this is someone else.
I think she's like doing a bit.
I
Okay, well,
don't think you see her until you go up. I think this is actually
Emma?
not Emma. What's his name? He's like the father dude.
Oh, Tarust in me?
Oh no, this is
No,
mine.
it's
Never mind.
Maya. Yeah.
Okay.
How do you fare, Mr. Wright? It's been many a day.
Puppy.
And, who might you be?
I love that they try to make you think that she's gonna be any different.
Maya?
Her voice is a lot deeper than I remember, though.
Miss Maya, happy Raki. Happy Raki, Albie. And you, Mr. Wright. May the Holy Mother guide you on your journey.
Thanks.
Long time no see, Nick. Well, did I surprise you with my act?
Yeah, you could say that again. There is slight lag, and I have a plan for this.
Oh yeah, what's your plan?
It's called I'm not screen sharing anymore, and you're just gonna have to guess what's happening.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, but actually, that did speed it up. So what I'm thinking is we're gonna parsec it instead.
I doubt that's gonna be that much faster. But
Parsec for me and Zuper is typically how we get games to run smoother. Very often works.
I forgot my password. I think that applications on your fucking desktop shouldn't need you to log into them when you open them. I think that's stupid bullshit.
Probably, yes.
Magic Online does that, and it's so annoying.
They don't want people logging in and buying a shit ton of packs on your account.
Yeah, they'd hate that.
Maybe they should just get rid of passwords. In that case. I could see something like where computers just have like fingerprint scanners on the keyboard.
I think it's a fucking crime against humanity that they don't tell you the password requirements unless you're on the reset screen. That's so fucking, like,
Yes.
it's actually a war crime.
Yes. That's correct.
I think that any like web developer that does that should get drawn and quartered.
Just get rid of them. Send them to the brig.
I don't know why I'm like so spicy tonight. I actually had a pretty good day.
Well, password designers deserve it. so.
What do you mean my password combinations ago? I just changed it. You fool. You fool. I just changed it to that.
Watch
It
where
is
you're
now
going, you
that.
fool.
Okay.
Did
Well, I
you
forgot
turn
my
on
password
caps?
again, I guess.
Wait, do you have to go to like your email? and
Well,
make
what
sure
else am I gonna do? Yes, reset password now. I'm gonna type in the same fucking thing, and it's gonna be like, it can't be your current password. Okay, my password has been reset.
Gee, Mr. Nick, you're having
There
an
we
awful lot
go.
of problem opening up Parsec.
Oh my god. Okay, so I connect
Girls,
to
what
your
are you doing on this
desktop.
mountain? Yes, there we go. Confirmed
Never
it is running
changed.
slightly better.
Oh, well, I have to like, how do I tell it to minimize? Oh, I click this windowed. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
And I get to look at your desktop background the whole time.
I think there's a way you can zoom in on your end.
Nah, that's fine.
This is Maya Fey. She's a spirit medium from Cryan Village back home. She was also my assistant for quite some time. But that was many years ago. Her ability to channel spirits saved me more times than I can count.
I sure miss those days. Could you tell I was eating? It was a ton of fun being the real boss of Wright and Co. law offices.
Now that she's here, training to be the leader of the Crane Village and the master of her craft. Ross said the word line wrong. Fuck. Apparently, to become the master of the Crane channeling technique, you have to train here in Crane, since this is where the technique originated.
Didn't I sound just like a pious nun when you saw me just now? Too bad that's about all I learned from all the training I did.
3 years for this. Actually, it was like 7 years. You haven't changed a bit, huh, Maya?
Huh? And what's that supposed to mean?
She may look a little bit more mature on the outside, but inside she's the same old Maya. I'm actually kind of glad for that. Hey,
Oh, I
Maya,
just
look.
realized I'm not getting any audio.
Ah. Is there a way to increase that somehow?
Oh, well, it'll help if I had Parsec not at like 2. Here, can you go back to the game for a sec? Are you hearing game audio?
Yes.
Oh, maybe in my Parsec set. No, it says sound on.
Hosting? Audio?
You can leave it at 30 FPS, it's fine.
The game is also only goes.
There we go, audio, and then... It's not gonna give me my voice from Discord though, right?
No, I don't think so. Oh, maybe.
Oh, echo canceling,
Let's
right?
try that. Alright, how about now?
No, it's the same, because it was already on default audio. You probably want to change it to whatever you're actually using.
So this is for like the game itself?
Yeah, this is like you tell it to do your headset, and then it'll give me your headset.
Alright, I'll try that. Which one is it? It's probably No, it's... headset. Let's try that. Yes?
No,
Okay, it's one of these.
might be quicker to check your audio devices.
Alright, how about this one?
Nope.
Okay. Alright, how about this one?
No.
Okay.
So fucking many. Just check your audio devices.
Why do I have the Oculus thing connected? Alright, how about this one?
No. It's possible. Oh wait. Okay. Hold on. No, wait. Go back. It said it for a second. Headset, Realtek high def. So if that one doesn't work, then this isn't the answer. Headset, Realtek high. Okay. Okay, it's not working.
Well, thick. Okay.
Is there a save settings button at the bottom? No, there isn't. Okay.
Alright, I have an idea.
Ah, fuck. I'm kicked by the host. Do you want me to reconnect? Let me make sure that it said audio on. Let me like check my settings too. Oh, you're gonna see 10.
No.
Kind of removes the whole reason to do first.
Oh, to the world.
Here, let me try joining again. Maybe it just needed like a refresh.
No, I'm just gonna say fuck Parsec. It's fine. Just do the screen share.
Okay.
It's not take 30 minutes to do this.
Sure. Hey, Mario. Oh, hey, congrats on getting your badge back, Nick.
Thanks, Maya.
Hey, go back to the life of cold basically fluffing the day away every day.
What happened to your microphone? That's not exactly why I returned to the courtroom, you know.
Did something happen to
Oh,
it?
okay, now it's back. That was weird.
Wait,
Sounded,
hold on.
very echoey for a minute there.
Hold on a second, let me try something. How do I sound now?
You sound fine. You sounded fine. It's just for some reason, for like a very split little bit, you sounded very echoey.
I tried like changing my volume, my computer volume, because that's what I was doing when that happened, but
Yes.
that wasn't it. I heard what happened, Nick. You ended up in court almost as soon as you got off the plane, huh?
Yeah, it was actually like an hour after. Yeah, well, it's kind of a long story.
I was the accused. But you should have seen Mr. Wright in action. He was amazing. I bet it was another one of your famous seat of your pants come from behind wins, huh?
That's what all my wins are.
Well, I was almost found guilty any number of times.
Okay, so it wasn't really my finest hour, sue me.
You haven't changed a bit either, Nick.
Ow. Well, it definitely stings more when it's coming from her. So I guess you finished the bulk of the training needed to become a master, right?
Oh, you mean the special meditation course for increasing spiritual power? Yep. I've completed the full 2 years. I can finally go home once I perform the purification rite today.
Actually, I was wondering why they're having a foreigner conduct one of their sacred rites. Blech.
Well, the High Priest's wife usually conducts it each year. But with her baby on the way, it's just more than she could handle. So, the High Priest practically begged me to stand in for her this year.
Well, you may not know all their customs, but with your training, I'm sure you'll do great.
You bet. Just you watch, Nick. I'm gonna be the best Lady Kira, guardian deity ever.
Better throw in a few prayers for things to not end in a flaming disaster, then. So about that guardian deity you'll be portraying today? What exactly are we talking about here?
Well, first of all, Lady Kira isn't really a deity in the way we think of them back home. She's a real person who fought to establish the kingdom of Kurain a long, long time ago.
Wow, so she actually existed.
And now the kingdom's people worship her as a guardian deity. They believe she appears to protect the kingdom whenever it's in danger. Cloaked in a sacred robe, she's a champion of justice who defeats the kingdom's enemies.
That kind of sounds like something you'd be into.
I know, right? Wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger.
Right. Whatever floats your boat. Still, Lady Kira must really be a popular deity if all these people are here for just her.
Yep. But there's more to it than just her popularity this year.
There's more. The Wright's popularity. So, why is this Wright attracting such a large audience this year? I'm eating.
Because there's been actual sightings. You know, of the real deal. Let me explain. A mysterious figure clad in Lady Kira's robes appeared, just like in the legends. And she began capturing members of the Defiant Dragons right and left.
You're kidding, right?
They say it's only a matter of time till she gets their leader, the revolutionary Dirk, too.
So Lady Kira's a rebel hunter now, huh? It's a bit hard to swallow, though. I mean, even if they are trying to disrupt the peace, I doubt the actions of a band of rebels can bring a legendary figure back to life.
I didn't believe it at first either. But there's a real picture of her on the front page of today's newspaper. Sightings of her go back about 2 years, but this is the first actual picture of her to ever be taken.
I can't believe someone was actually able to capture her on film. But couldn't this just be Lady Kira's fan? You know, like you, Maya?
You mean like a cosplayer? Those rebels are no joke, Nick. They're trained in hand-to-hand combat and stuff. You think some regular cosplayer can take on people like that dressed in a costume alone? That's why she has to be the real deal. It gives me chills just thinking about it. I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something.
A spirit possessing a piece of clothing? Maybe we should cut back on all those action superhero shows, Maya.
Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're just jealous that I'm still young at heart. I've got a real office to run now, so I've got to keep it real, right?
No, it's actually that if I bend over for like 5 seconds, then my spine breaks and I go into a coma for like 12 hours. That couldn't possibly happen. Oh, yeah? I don't know who you're talking about, but that's definitely not me.
You really lost your edge since I last saw you. As
Yeah, I
in,
haven't seen
where's
him
your
in a
husband? Those spikes of yours have gotten really dull. There's even one that's drooping.
Can we leave my hair out of this?
Anyway, I swear that the Lady Kira people have been spotting is the real deal. Besides, it's just so much more fun to believe it's true, you know?
I can't believe you really buy all that. Although, I wonder who's under the robe. Among other things. It's a newspaper. I'm eating.
You gotta understand, this is like some of the, well, like, this is like my favorite curry. So, it's a testament to how much I like Ace Attorney that I'm willing to do this in the middle of it.
Yeah.
But Mr. Wright, she's the talk of the town. She even gave me this great new food idea. It's gonna be like a soul bun, but based on Lady Kira. I'm calling it the Kira bun.
Talk about a Kira business strategy. Because of the killer, which is like Kira from Death Note. Yeah, it's funny. Come on, Maya, just admit it's you running around dressed as Lady Kira already.
I guess the jig is up. What? Is it really true, Miss Maya? Indeed, it is I, Lady Kira. After hundreds of years, I have returned in this lovely young lady's body.
And I flung a dagger at 2 people and almost killed them. And then did kill them.
What?
Thud.
Only a minion of the Defiant Dragons could see through my disguise. Now, feel my wrath, foul lawyer. Yeah!
Ow!
Mr. Wright! Just kidding.
You still hit me.
I mean, come on. I may be dressing up as Lady Kira for the Wright today, but there's no way I could ever beat up one of those rebel types.
I don't know. That was a pretty solid left hook she just threw.
Oh! You were just trying to be funny. You really had me going there for a second.
No one can be that naive, right? Well, I hope you enjoy playing superhero at the Wright today.
Ooh, when you put it that way, I'm even more hyped about it now than I was already. Oh, I hear the sound of the High Priest's footsteps. I'd better get going.
His footsteps.
During the rite, he wears these really big bells on his ankles. That way I know he's coming. Pretty handy, right? Well, see you later.
I doubt they're actually meant to be a stop slacking warning sign for you, Maya.
Miss Maya is always so bright and cheerful.
Yeah, glad to see she hasn't changed. As in, at all. I wonder if this means her training's been off or not. I hope not.
Ah, it's Acolyte Zealot.
Ah, here we
Definitely a normal name.
go. Acolyte Zealot?
Look, he's the one praying in the red and saffron robe. He's a disciple of the High Priest Abba Inmi and lives and trains at his house. See how he prays in the cold without moving a muscle?
Yeah, I could really never do that.
Ah, it's a bot in me. The purification rite is about to begin.
There's a bot in here? Do I have to ban them? Are they a sex bot?
Blocked and reported.
So that's the sacred robe Maya will be wearing during the rite. It looks almost exactly like what that figure in the newspaper photo was wearing. However, I must have worked really hard to copy it.
Please, sir, it's not a good idea to stare like that. You could be struck blind.
Just give me a few more seconds. I mean, this isn't something you see every day. Oh, those bells in the High Priest's ankles. They're a lot bigger than I thought they'd be.
Mr. Wright, it's time to enter the prayer pose like everyone else.
Ah, here we go.
Those who don't will suffer the wrath of the Holy Mother.
And those who do will suffer the wrath of the Holy Father. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Okay, let's see. First I kneel down and crouch my ankles, then I bow forward. Ow! Great, now I can see as the ground and my back is killing me.
You really should have trained for this, sir.
Yeah, all my life. Wait a sec. How long are we supposed to stay like this, Albie?
The rite requires that we stay like this until the day after tomorrow.
That's 2 whole days! I don't feel so.
Mr. Wright, are you okay, sir? Somebody help!
Seriously, he's just in, like, a simple pose for fucking 15 seconds and he dies. This is the type of thing
It's the stress from all the cases and the kids.
This is how this is my fear of growing older. Like, in 7 years, this is going to be me. I'm just going to be doing a simple pose, and I'll throw out my back, and I'll be like, for fuck's sake.
Guess what I was doing? Sure.
Nom.
Right. Mr. Wright, please, you have to get up.
Can I show my badge?
Don't show me your damn badge.
Oh, my aching. Huh? Albie? Where are we?
In the High Priest's house at the foot of the Plaza of Devotion.
I guess I passed out from the back pain. They must have carried me all the way out here.
Something terrible's happened.
Yeah, I almost died.
Someone else actually died. It's Miss Maya. She's... just follow me to the Plaza of Devotion.
Something must have happened while I was passed out.
Miss Maya's... she's been arrested.
Well, what happens every other day? That's surprising. What? May 10th, 8 a.m. Plaza of Devotion. Where's Maya? Just take it easy, alright?
But I'm telling you, I haven't done anything wrong.
Well, you can talk all you want back at the station.
Let me go.
Maya.
Nick, I didn't kill him. I swear I didn't.
Yeah, how many times have I heard that before, Maya? Quiet, you. Come along peaceful and suffer the consequences. Wait a second. What on earth is going on? I don't know who you are, but if you don't get out of my way...
I think that's Emma. Should I do Emma?
Probably.
Hey, back off, officer.
I'll spray you with luminol. Emma Sky. What's she doing in Korean?
I vacationed here with Kay Faraday. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wright, but we're placing Maya under arrest.
She's in the background, right over there.
Alright, take her down to the station, but with respect. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Nah.
So, what are you doing in Kareen, my Emma? Is that your first question, Nick?
It's a long story. Anyway, what are you doing in Korean, Mr. Wright?
Same here. It's a long story. But we can get caught up later. Right now, I need to know what the hell happened.
Maya's, well, under arrest for the murder of the High Priest.
Wait, the High Priest was murdered? I don't like this area. All the fucking moving prayer rags are, like, causing the whole game to lag. What happened, Emma? Please tell me everything you can.
Well, basically, there was a murder during the rite as it was being performed last night. The victim is Tarastin Mi, the High Priest who was presiding over the rite.
Wait, hold on. Last night? You mean to tell me an entire day's passed since the purification rite?
That's right, sir. You passed out for a whole day from your back pain.
I never knew my back's like a ticking time bomb. I better take better care of it.
Do you think that's what happened in Dual Destinies?
What, his
The
back,
courtroom blow up? Yeah.
his back snapped and the whole fucking room exploded?
Yeah, exactly.
That's
murder
even more
took place-
depressing to think about.
The murder took place at the Inner Sanctum, where the rite was being held.
The Inner Sanctum.
It's the place where the spirit of Lady Kira is enshrined. It's through that gate over there and up at the top of the mountain stairs just beyond.
Oh, so that's why everyone's offering their prayers in this direction.
Abbot Inmi and Miss Maya went up to the Inner Sanctum to begin the rite. Just after they finished the prayer you fainted in the middle of.
So, who do you think killed the High Priest?
Unfortunately, Maya is our sole suspect right now. During the rite, the Inner Sanctum was off limits to the general public.
So then only the High Priest and Maya could have been there while the murder occurred. When the murder occurred.
Right. Plus, the Inner Sanctum is on the side of a very steep mountain. The only way up there is the stairway that starts here at the Plaza of Devotion.
So that's why she's been arrested.
Also, the crime scene was only discovered after Maya came down alone. She's the one who told the worshippers in the plaza that the High Priest was dead. And she made a police statement to that effect.
So she was the first one to discover the body. Well, that definitely doesn't help. That makes it even less likely that someone else was there at the crime scene.
Mr. Wright, sir. Are you going to defend Miss Maya?
Yeah, of course. There's no way she killed anyone.
Yeah, I don't believe it either. She's been framed. But this is really something else, huh, Mr. Wright? I mean, who'd have thought you'd have to take on that horrible court again?
Kangaroo
Except for
court.
everyone.
Who'd have thought Phoenix Wright would have to do his job? How awful. Tell me about it. I never thought I'd have to go through another trial, where the divination seance determines all and defense lawyers are unwelcome. So, what's the deal with Emma Skype?
You know, it could be worse. There's 2 weeks between this case and the first one. So, that's like the entire span of fucking investigations, like 1 and 2.
Yes. At least in
So
those
really-
games, like, the biggest threat to Edgeworth is you lose your job. Here, it's, oh, you fucked up? Your life's dead. You're gone. Go to the Shadow Realm.
I
with you."
mean, there's some other things that are more risky, like, but yeah, nothing that would kill him, yeah.
I mean, I get, like, for the other characters' sake.
Well, actually, there was a whole hostage situation with a gun at the end of the first one. Again, I said we'd spoil it.
Yes. So what are you doing here, Emma?
Back in the U.S., asterisk, I was working a case with an international prosecutor from Korean. He told me this is where I could see the latest techniques in international forensic science. Can't believe I fell for it. I mean, just look at this place. It's like we've gone back in time.
Yeah, I really can't say I'm impressed with the police work I've seen so far.
Still, he said he takes on cases from around the world. So, maybe next time he'll have one in a major city somewhere.
Sounds like this prosecutor has taken a liking to you, Emma. After all, it's not every day a prosecutor takes a detective with them overseas.
I wonder. He's calm and kind and almost always has a smile on his face. But it's hard to tell what he's really thinking.
This international prosecutor, is he the one who handled Trucy's case?
Yes, he is.
I take it he'll be the prosecutor on this one, too.
Yes, Prosecutor Sanmari's already been assigned.
Prosecutor Sam.
I can actually pronounce words that have, like, 5 syllables, so I won't be making the same joke. Oh, that's me.
Yeah.
Prosecutor Sanmari, Pokunka!
You know whom I'll be?
Of course, everyone in Korean does. He's great and we all love him, and he's never said anything weird or stupid. He's a highly revered individual, both as a prosecutor and a monk.
Yeah, I've heard this one before, Albie. I'm not gonna fall for a perfect, very handsome, very wise and learned prosecutor. It's not gonna happen.
Do you think Emma's going through the exact same, like, situation? I mean, did you read how she described him?
She is married to Luminol.
That's true. And Kay Faraday.
And, yeah, okay, Faraday. They, like, barely know each other.
Listen, they met in the second game. It's been 7 years.
I guess. Have they interacted in those 7 years?
Listen, we can have rare pairs, okay?
Rare pairs are fine.
If you go up against...
Unless it's Genshin Impact, then apparently rare pairs are, like, liable for death.
Yeah, I'm not gonna, like, touch Genshin with a 10-foot pole.
Fair enough.
If you go up against Prosecutor Sanmari, you'll incur the Holy Mother's wrath.
But it's, you know, my job as a lawyer.
Oh, right. Sorry.
Just great. A prosecutor is also a revered monk in a deeply religious country. This trial's shaping up to be even more uniquely Koreanese than the last one.
I'm not sure I should be saying this, but he's a formidable opponent.
Yeah, I heard.
Very
Apollo had
pretty,
a
too.
really tough time, so I better get everything I've got. It's punishment time. Anyway, I'm glad you're here, Emma. They treat lawyers like criminals here.
Come to think of it, Prosecutor Sanmari mentioned something to that effect. I'm not sure how much I can help, but I'll do what I can.
Just give me the bottle. Are you sure you aren't going to get in trouble for helping the enemy? The enemy.
He did come down on me pretty hard when I tried to help Trucy in that last trial. Let's just say, I'll help where I can.
So that's the relationship. She likes fucking with him. It is actually like Phoenix Wright and Edgeworth. Thanks,
Yeah.
but don't go getting yourself in any trouble on my account, okay? Prosecutor Sadmati sounds pretty strict.
The first things first, let's start with this. Hot off the press, it's the High Priest's autopsy report.
I promise it won't be updated by the time you get into the court. Gumfuck did tell you, even though we haven't seen him in 7 years.
Who's Gumfuck?
Taurus.
Last I heard that guy got a salary raise and then never worked another day in his job ever again.
I think he was so excited his back gave out and he exploded in a courtroom or something. I'm eating snackoos.
Yeah, see, I'm just trying to get in character as Emma. Our names are so similar, it's like, I have to.
Does she eat chocolate snackoos in this game, or is that purely a Dual Destinies thing?
I think she did in the second case of this game. The victim bled to death from a deep stab wound to the abdomen. The murder weapon is believed to be Lady Kira's warbad dagger. It's used during the rite, however, the dagger is yet to be found.
Lady Kira's dagger, huh? I think Maya mentioned something about a dagger.
Who wouldn't want to be a kick-butt warrior who takes on evil with a wicked dagger?
Right. Whatever floats your boat there. Isn't that Rebel Hunter posing as Lady Kira also armed with a dagger? Of course, hers must be a replica, right? Would it be okay for me to go and take a look at the crime scene, Emma?
The police have already wrapped up their investigation, but the location itself is off limits to the general public, so I'm not sure.
Emma, please, I'm begging you. Just like the police, I need access if I'm to be able to mount a viable defense.
Right then. Leave it to me. I'll explain the situation to Prosecutor Sanmari and the police later.
Thanks, Emma.
You have quite a climb ahead of you, so be sure to watch your step.
Wait, you're not coming with me?
Oh no, I'm not climbing up there again. No way.
Is it really that bad? I wonder if my back can handle it.
You get to go to the inner sanctum. Oh, you're so lucky, Mr. Wright.
Why don't you join me, Albie?
That's crazy talk, sir. If a commoner like myself were to set foot in there, I'd surely be cursed for all eternity.
Because the inner sanctum is off limits for you too, huh? Oh well, guess I'll just have to face this all on my lonesome. By the way, are all the people still praying here for again? Aren't they going home?
The customs of this rite require that they not move from this spot until tomorrow afternoon.
Again, the piss waterfall just like snaking down the steps. Like they haven't gone in like forever.
There are tiny sharks in that too. It doesn't faze them to have police milling about.
Piss sharks.
Some of them are even off-duty cops.
The tiny piss sharks are off-duty cops?
Yep.
Well, I guess this is what it's like to live in a deeply religious society. What? Did I hand you my attorney badge?
You did now. Congrats on your return to the legal world. I wanted to congratulate you sooner, but I never had the chance.
Thanks, Emma, and congratulations to you too on becoming a forensic investigator.
Thanks. Oh, I know. Let's celebrate by dusting your attorney's badge for fingerprints. Or how about we do a luminol test on it?
I think I'll pass on both, but thanks. I think I've done all the talking.
Yeah.
It is time to climb to the inner sank.
Tom.
Tom, 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 tom.
So do you, so here's the thing.
Hello?
Oh, I mean, that's like the climb of the, staircase, right?
That's why it's running so slowly.
Yeah. Yeah. So the thing is I would happily do Rafa's voice, but I also have a
this
lot of
is why.
characters. So if you want to do, Rafa's voice, then...
I could do Rafa's voice. Zuper had a lot of fun doing Rafa's voice.
Yeah. Yeah, it's up to you. Like, I'll happily do it, but
I want to give you
want more
Sadmati
voices.
because I think it's
Then,
funny if like the
yeah.
two people do like the
Yeah,
prosecutor
sure.
and the bleh. Yeah, it's just because it's a pan. Don't worry, it'll go back to normal once this pan's over. You're just watching it in 3 times had divided
I should be
speed.
eating right now.
Yes. You'll have time to eat like your entire plate. Brrr. Let me try something. It's really high up and really, really cold. What did I do to deserve this? Please. God. If you're up there. What's up with this shit? Oh. Yeah, this is real bad. Save the game, please. Thank you. Alright, let's figure out what's going on. Yeah, that's about what I expected. Ah, that's the problem. Hello. Let's see if that cleaned it up a little bit. No, it didn't clean it up. Why not? There's not like anything moving. God damn it. Alright. Just gotta suffer through it. At least I made it. I better get started while I can still feel my fingies. Who's that? It kind of looks like... Oh no, it's just gonna be like this always. Oh, this is awful. I don't think it's a data leak. I actually don't know why it's running this poorly. Maybe that'll do it. No. That actually sped it up a little bit, which is really funny. I don't know why that worked. No. No. This isn't gonna work, is it? Ugh, well, that's sad.
I'm back, and it sounds like it's not gonna work.
Doing everything I can to try and make this area run smoother, but this area runs like absolute dog water. Which is unfortunate.
I mean, I don't need game audio.
I don't... Here's the problem.
You don't think it's Discord?
I don't think it's Discord. I'll try, like... Without screen sharing, no. It's about as shit. It's Citra being bad. I'm not even using all my CPU here. Believe it or not.
I know it's beating a bit of a dead horse that I already killed a few times.
Yeah.
But it might run better on your new computer.
Oh, it might absolutely run better on my new computer. There's no doubt about that. But it might also not, because it's Citra.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it ran fine for me. Hell, if you want, I could play the game.
It's very possible that we just switched to you recording it.
I mean, you could record it through Discord. I mean, unless you want to just record it, but...
It would probably not look very good if I recorded it through Discord, because then I would have to deal with, like, Discord screen sharing lag and nonsense.
I just wouldn't, like... It might be nice to have it up on your channel.
As long as there's, like, a way to view it, I think it's fine.
I'd probably... Yeah, I mean, like everything I put on my channel, it would be unlisted, but...
Which is fine, as long as there's, like, a way to, like... through the Discord view. Let's try another
I
thing.
still have Citra.
You know, that's one thing I could try. I'll try that. Might be more data link nonsense, but usually that only happens in the court. Is to make a save.
Oh, yeah, like it's a memory leak.
Yeah. Kill Citra. And then just reopen. It's possible that may do it. What's funny is that Shadows of Valentia now runs like smooth as butter. When it definitely did that earlier. And the Pokemon game runs relatively smooth, and that has more 3D nonsense going on.
Wait, which game?
Pokemon Mystery Dungeon.
Oh, right.
Ah. Does this game not even run whilst it's on OpenGL? It doesn't. Okay. That's at least neat to know. Hello? Did it crash?
I mean, Discord's still here. That's what you're...
No, the game. Let's try that one again. There we go. No, this area is just, like, not okay. But I don't know why not. I guess there's just too much going on. I could try like clicking on the person to see if that makes it like run smoother. Excuse me. No. It's just gonna run like butt stuff this entire time. I actually thought it like was fixed so that it runs better for everybody. But I guess not.
I think I internet blipped while you were talking a second ago.
It is okay. I'm still just troubleshooting. Well, that sure didn't work. Interesting. So I'm able to change the resolution of the game. And trying it on like 4000 by 2400, it runs just about as smoothly as by 400 by 240.
Interesting.
So that tells me that's not like my computer being the problem or like the graphics.
I mean,
it's just this part.
It's not. It's not graphical, but it could still be like processing, because if it's if it has like a data leak where it's leaking like a fuck ton of entities, if they're invisible or something, it can still eat up your RAM and or at the very least eat up what the game's allowed to access from your RAM, even if there's like it doesn't change the rendering at all.
Yes. That's why I'm trying to like fuck with the settings. See if I can't get shader nonsense. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, hello there. I wonder why that worked, but I'll take it. That worked. There you go! Haha!
Alright,
Game's running
what'd you
smoothly.
do?
So, I went into the configure for the graphics, into the advanced. I enabled the hardware shader. For rendering.
I wonder if I had that
It
on.
accelerates the shader emulation. Requires a relatively powerful GPU for better performance. Okay.
Graphics.
Well, that did it. So basically.
Oh yeah, I had that on too. So.
Okay. Well.
That might be it.
Imagine if that's all it took.
The whole time.
The whole time.
Let's hope that's the case.
Let's actually make some progress. Look at this. It's actually running smoothly. 30 frames. That's all I want, honestly. Even if it was like 25 frames, I'd be okay with it. Hello. Excuse me. Sorry about the long wait. I won't cut that out.
She's like, I've been standing here watching you sit there for 20 minutes.
Listen, I just climbed the mountain. Ah, it's you. Do you even know where you are, barbed head? Of course I do. May I ask what your benevolence? She just does like the Tien laser beam. Biden blast. I've come to pray for the High Priest's soul. But what are you doing here? This is one of the most sacred spots in Koreanism. Unscrupulous lawyers such as you have no business here. But I'm not unscrupulous. Begone, thought. Quiet. You dared to find fault with my insights at every turn the other day. She's still sore about that trial. I went from her being, like, relatively okay with Phoenix back in time to her being not okay with Phoenix. As you know, your benevolence, a murder has occurred and I need to investigate. But we know the killer's one of your own. In my country, suspects are innocent until proven guilty. Plus, she's a serious student of spirit channeling who came here to study. So can't you at least give her, you know, a chance to explain what happened? All practitioners from overseas are big, phony balonies.
and her wish to train in the homeland of spirit channeling is but a bid for prestige.
Seems like nothing I say will convince her otherwise, thanks to that last trial. Tweedledum and Tweedledee really did a number on her impression of the foreigners. As the defense attorney on this case, I really need to investigate this crime scene, and I need to do it now. I've even been authorized by the police, so...
What's this? You intend to make a mockery of our secret hall of justice once more?
No, I simply want to defend my client.
Which means you have come to forge evidence, then. I know all lawyers were criminals. I must now redouble my vigilance.
Ow, that's really unfair. Who taught you to demonize a whole group of people, anyway?
My mother and father. Do you have an issue with their parental guidance?
No, I would never dare criticize the royal couple. Still can't imagine what the lawyers here must have done to garner such hatred.
Oh. I just had the most wonderful idea, barbed head.
Why do I have a bad feeling about that glint in her eye? The most wonderful idea. I did as well. Here's my badge.
What is this badge you bear?
It's a sunflower pin. They're quite popular in my country.
It is rather cute, I must say.
Actually, it's just my attorney's badge.
Oh, so you mean it would have actually been worth more as a cheap accessory?
Listen, my profession is worth more than $1.20, you know.
Anyway, my most wonderful idea.
Yeah, so what's this most wonderful idea of yours?
If you are to investigate this murder, then I shall oversee your every move so as to prevent any misdeeds naturally.
What? You want to follow me around the entire time?
Of course. Not that I want to, mind you. And I will not tolerate any objections. Understood?
She can't do this on me.
What was that, barbed head?
Oh, no, it's nothing.
Very well, then. Let us begin this investigation and get it over with. We mustn't stay here in the inner sanctum a moment longer than necessary.
Please don't rush me.
It is not without reason that I insist on a speedy investigation, barbed head. I am a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, you see, who guides the people of Corainism.
And Corain.
As such, I must not sully myself with the blood of battle that Lady Kira bears.
The blood of battle. If it's that big of a problem, why don't you head on down now? I won't do anything, I promise.
No, lawyers are never to be trusted. Now let's make haste that we may leave here soon. Oh, and one more thing.
What now?
Your victory the other day was but a stroke of fortune, but this time my insights shall reveal the absolute truth. So brace yourself for a defeat most bitter, lawyer.
I will. Now can I get on with my investigation?
As long as you know where you stand.
I better hurry up and poke around for clues before she changes her mind.
It'd be really funny if, like, in the trial, she's like, alright, I'm going to do my insight now. And then, like, it just shows somebody who's not Maya just killing him while Maya's in the background. And then she's just like, oh.
As you can see, Maya Fey has learned the art of transformation. Killer.
She put a cardboard cutout of herself in the background.
Could you please tell me about this place, your benevolence?
It moves your benevolence. That's irrelevant.
I have nothing to say to you, lawyer. Haven't you seen the first Home Alone movie when Kevin McAllister moved cutouts of his parents? They were actually a basketball cutout, and I forget what the other one was. Is it because you don't actually know that much about it? You ill-mannered. I'm the crown princess of Corain. There is nothing I do not know. Nina.
That's Nana.
Oh, where'd she come from?
Hey, no cheating.
Silence, barbed head. Nana's knowledge is my knowledge. End of discussion.
What is she, your pocket internet?
This spring is where Lady Kira came to cleanse her body of the blood of battle. And today's purification rite is a ceremony that traces its origin back to these days. Cleansing Lady Kira's robes in that sacred water lends one courage for the next battle.
I see. Thank you for that excellent explanation, Nana.
Commoners are normally barred from here, except for the day of the rite.
Who normally controls the access to this place?
The High Priest and his family are responsible for that.
The High Priest and his family, huh? Let's listen about this family. Could you tell me more about the High Priest and his family?
Abbot Inmi lived with his wife and his disciple, Acolyte Pure Zealot. A young man that couple took into their home upon finding him near a kingdom's border.
Speaking of his wife, isn't she the one who usually plays the role of Lady Kira?
Yes, but as she is with child, the role was appointed to someone else. The killer no doubt offered to stand in, as she saw it as her chance to slay the High Priest.
In a circumstance where she would clearly be found guilty, what a genius conniving killer she is.
Yeah, you've got it there pretty backwards. He was the one who asked Maya to stand in.
Then the braggart must have embellished her qualifications.
I'm really not sure how she could. Besides, why don't you stand in for the High Priest's wife then?
I did not tell you before. As a direct descendant of the Holy Mother, the role of Lady Kira is forbidden to me. For those descended of her holiness must not defile their bodies with the blood of battle.
Oh yeah, you did say that, didn't you? I should probably talk to the High Priest's wife and Acolyte Zealot later, too. Well, let's examine this candle, which is
I'm
broken.
gonna tell you, yeah, there's...
That lantern looks
that,
broken, but it's hard to make out the details from this angle. I'll take a closer look when I'm in a better spot.
I'm gonna just feed you stuff to click on.
Sure. Let's try and get this done as quickly as
Examine
possible.
the left mountain wall.
Nothing particularly interesting here.
The up a bit, to the right a bit, that maybe.
This mountain faces like a towering wall. There are characters carved into it, but I have no idea what they mean.
There is a prison at the apex of this mountain.
A prison? Way up there?
It is said that Lady Kira's laid those she's defeated to rest atop this mountain, so that their souls would not spawn evil spirits.
I'm feeling a little queasy. Just thinking about being all the way up there. And the fact that it's a prison up there just makes it that much worse.
Now examine the middle painting. Up there, yep.
No way. The middle painting? What an amazing wall painting. So this is Lady Kira.
Do you see that red mark upon her brow?
Bro.
That is the character for death in Karenese. It is a mark of resolve to fight to the end. There are many different marks we make on our bodies, each with a different meaning.
Interesting. Come to think of it, Your Benevolence. Your Benevolence has marks on your face. So did the High Priest.
The High Priest marks are those of a monk, while mine are those of the royal priestess. All members of Karenese clergy have such marks upon them. The shape and location of the marks vary in accordance to conditions like status and age. And all records about them are kept in the temple.
So it's kind of like a national ID registry, huh?
Nice. The updated autopsy report.
Examine the center. Oh, we're not done.
Is that a weapon in her hand?
Yes, it is Lady Kira's dagger, the very same one she used in the rite. It is made to resemble a warbod, the bird Lady Kira fashioned herself after.
So that dagger's the weapon that took the High Priest's life.
If you wish to know more about Lady Kira, you need but ask.
I get the feeling she's going to be super relevant to this case. I should definitely ask the princess for more details later.
Alright, examine the center gold statue.
Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Now examine the rope. Or the statue first, this one.
Whoa, this is blood. This is the statue of the warbod, the bird on which Lady Kira based her appearance. And all of the blood is from the High Priest, huh? All the blood is from the High Priest, huh? He no doubt embraced the statue in the hope that Lady Kira would... from death. May his soul rest in peace. Considering the amount of blood, he must have been stabbed with a considerable force. There's no way Maya would be that strong to deliver such a blow. Or carry her up a wall.
Check the rope.
Hey, isn't that Lady Kira's robe? Oh, holy mother, Lady Kira's robe is... I know how you feel, but we should leave it as is to preserve the crime scene. You imbecile, this is an actual robe Lady Kira once wore. It is? The heck's it made of? I mean, nothing should look this good after a few hundred years. Enough! If I say it's the actual robe, it is the actual robe. That foul murderer shall not get away with this. It is tough to see a piece of history sloppily tossed on the ground like this, though. It even looks like it's been mended a number of times. This robe kind of smells. How dare you insult such a sacred piece of clothing like that? No, I mean that smell like... it's like incense. Oh, I see. The scent you detected is from the sacred incense used to purify Lady Kira's robe. Whenever a rite is used to perform, the robe is first scented with sacred incense. This still smells like incense now. The scent must have been much stronger last night when the victim was killed.
Alright, check that pool of blood.
No,
The whole
yeah,
thing.
The whole thing. It's been stained red by the High Priest's blood. The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. What's that from? An old legend. Wait, does that mean that the rebel hunting Lady Kira in the newspaper is the real deal? Nah, that's crazy talk.
There should be a blood-stained piece of paper, apparently.
Yes, there it is.
There it is.
A blood-stained scrap of paper. A useless piece of paper. Gee, thanks, Squidward. Looks like some kind of note or letter, perhaps. That's written in Kuranese, so I can't really read a lick. Let me see that. Once the flame is lit, then... will be... This is simply impossible to read. Wait. What is it? This stamp in the lower right. It's the mark of those insurgents, the Defiant Dragons. The rebel group? What's it doing here? Is that some kind of connection between the High Priest and the rebels?
Alright, rotate left.
Sorry?
Is what it says. It says rotate left. I don't know. I thought that was a button where you could push. You
Rotate!
just go to the... Oh, yeah, look at that. Okay. Examine the curtain, which is the wall, I think.
Yeah. There's something hanging off the ritual curtain over there. Look at this nonsense. Those look like the prayer flags down from the Plaza of Devotion. Except they are arranged like no prayer flags that I have ever seen. How so? All of these flags have been sewn together. Yeah, you're right. It's like one big banner now. There is something written on a piece of it. Donated by Trust in Me. It seems this piece is from a donation Abbot in Me made at some point.
Okay, so that was the hanging flags, but check the curtain itself.
During the rite, the inner sanctum was fully enclosed by this ritual curtain, making this case something of a locked room mystery.
Oh.
The purification rite is akin to a bathing ritual for Lady Kira. Therefore, it must be closed off from the outside world. Oh, so the inner sanctum is like her private bathroom. Indeed. So see to it that you keep it clean. Flap in the center acts as the ritual curtain's door, but that's about it. Ah! And what was that shrill scream for just now? It's just, I'm afraid of heights. I didn't notice as it was climbing up, but now that I can see it all the way down, ooh. Guess that flight of stairs from the Plaza of Devotion really is the only way up or down.
Rotate again.
Rotate.
Check the... Yeah.
Zoom.
Examine the snow. Well, that too.
This lantern's damaged. The wind guard's completely broken. Damaged? Was this your doing?
No, I didn't even touch it.
Then perhaps a falling rock struck it. I will request that it be repaired when we are finished here. Of course, I doubt you will live long enough to see it restored.
I'll be back to take a look, you'll see.
Check the snow.
There's no snow here. Maybe it was removed because it would interfere with the Wright?
The day before the Wright, the temperature in this area plunged below freezing. Even the Plaza of Devotion was covered in a layer of white frost.
Must be the elevation. Wasn't all that cold back in town, as I recall. The snow has obviously been cleared away here, and the lantern's broken. I still have that camera I brought to take pictures of my trip. I should snap one of this area here, just in case. Nothing else particularly interesting here.
Check that rock.
That's a big rock. Okay. Good job, Phoenix. This rock must have fallen from higher up on the mountain. It's like the perfect perch for taking a peek over that curtain. Well, up I go. Wow, what an incredible view. It almost boggles the mind.
Get down from there this instant.
Right, sorry. I'll be right down. Looks like the inner sanctum's just slightly higher than the top of the mountain. I guess that confirms that the stairs from the Plaza of Devotion is the only way up here.
And check the statue again.
It's a statue of a bird. I should take a closer look.
Check the eyeball.
It has
Or lack thereof.
eyeball. Look, the bird's missing an eye. I feel sorry for the poor fella. Are you the one who took it? Of course not.
This statue's been here for ages. I suppose some damage is to be expected. I should ask my mother to have it repaired.
No wonder there are no lawyers left. I'd leave too if I was always treated like this. I don't think I'll find anything else of interest around here.
Alright, now you can go back and talk to Rafa.
Okay. Now, looking back to when I started the LP, the reason I called Sam a priestess was because that was, like, the class that was taken from, Celica.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at this character who's also a priestess. Sam is not a priestess. She's, like, the furthest thing from a priestess.
I think it would be really funny if, like, you retroactively canonized that, like, there were that she's actually well trained in some kind of fucking Milla holy rites, but it's just never come up.
She's just actually really pious. It's like, oh no, I always pray.
No. She's not necessarily pious, but she's like, oh well, if we're doing the you know the funeral rites that we're supposed to do for like all the royalty, then you know we have to get all the incense, and of course we all need this is basic stuff.
She has like this ritualistic dance down pat. She has like the entire ceremony done. It's like, Sam, I thought you couldn't dance. I'm like, oh no, I could do this.
Yeah, this is
it's a really boring dance. I don't know if this is what you want to do.
Yeah, this is the one thing I actually learned.
So could you tell me more about this Lady Kira?
As an outsider, I suppose your ignorance is all but unavoidable.
Whatever happened to your you need but ask?
Nana?
Wish I had a Nana just to Google shit for me.
You have an alley.
I think if I asked Allie to Google shit for me, she'd be like, "Do it yourself."
Fair.
You're not mean, but you would be justified because I could do it myself.
It's just like one day, all right, Allie, I'm gonna train to be a priestess, and you have to train to be my Nana. It's like,
Yeah,
what?
the fuck does that mean? Yeah.
Lady Kira was the Holy Mother's youngest sister, but unlike her older sister, she lacked the ability to channel spirits. However, it is said that none could equal her skill with a dagger. A dagger? Well, this is becoming relevant fast. The Holy Mother guides our souls, and Lady Kira is keeping the peace with her dagger. Lady Kira was prepared to die for her people. She cloaked herself in a sacred battle robe and concealed her face as her sister did. Okay, but who was she fighting against? Throughout our history, we have been set upon by rebels. Now is no different. For our enemy now is the Defiant Dragons, led by that insurgent Dirk. So Lady Kira played a role akin to the police, huh? Fire Emblem campaign idea. So what's the bird imagery for? Lady Kira's robe is fashioned in the likeness of a warbod. It is a fearsome bird that is unique to Crane. I see. And what about the recent Rebel Hunters, Lady Kira? Who do you think she is? I have heard about her, but I have yet to ascertain the truth. However, I believe her to be a vigilante, or more precisely, a patriot. So even Princess Rafa doesn't know the true identity of the Rebel Hunter, huh?
Alright, you can go back to the plaza.
It's plaza time. People...
Okay, apparently not. Did we miss something? Did that.
Back up the
We
stairs,
examined...
Phoenix.
Yeah, back up the stairs. We examined the broken blah blah blah. We examined the mountain wall, we examined the painting, we got the autopsy report, we examined the statue, we examined the robe, the pool of blood.
It's still lit. Of course it is. The sacred flame and the 4 lanterns here have burned for centuries. Anyone who extinguishes even one of them would be put to death immediately. So that's why they're outfitted with glass wind guards. Still, I better keep my distance just in case. So the moon and the lanterns were the only source of light up here at night? The rite is performed by the light of the full moon because moonlight is a purifying force. I see. No touching. I wasn't going to.
Alright, I guess that's what we forgot to do.
That about does it for the Inner Sanctum. I should probably head back down to the Plaza Devotion and let Emma know I'm done. After all, she's the one putting her neck on the line for me to investigate this place. Alright, goodbye, you little brat.
Are you going to walk down the stairs again? You
I'm not
just
gonna
were
fucking
down.
jump
You were
down.
just down there.
Wow, they're still praying. The religious devotion of our people is the pride of our kingdom. Come what may, they will continue to pray until tomorrow afternoon. Well, I will say this. This level of devotion is certainly to be respected. It's also kind of crackpot. Now to find Emma. There she is.
Who there? Wait. I want to ask you something.
Oh, okay.
You know me? Do I know you?
Well, I'm Phoenix. Phoenix Wright. I'm a lawyer.
No! I want to know if you know who I am.
Huh? How should I know? I've never even seen you before. This guy's acting real strange. What if he has amnesia or something? I should talk to him a little more just in case he's connected to this case somehow.
Oh, my head.
Are you okay? Did you remember something?
My head. It's so itchy.
What is with this guy? Are you having some trouble remembering who you are, sir? I'm sorry if I offended you. Oh, right, this is the lizard-eating dude. That's the aspect of his character I forgot. That was the most important. Phew, I thought he was going to pull a
It's
weapon on me.
crucial, yeah. This is like, this is like something you need to remember the whole game, like the red raincoat.
Oh, a red raincoat style. Lizard eating. I think I'd eat a cooked lizard.
Try it if they, like, were headless and organless.
That's fair. I had alligator bites when I was in Florida once. Those were really fucking good. They were kind of like a mix of chicken and shrimp, and they were fried. Very tasty. But he's just pulling some snack out one after another.
I'm trying to remember what I'm supposed to do. I know it's something important.
I think any internet flipped while you're talking about alligator.
Yeah, I had alligator. It was like shrimp and chicken. It was like fried. It was really good. Do you know this man or something, Barbed Head? No, I just said I'd never seen him before, didn't I?
Are you Lady Kira?
You know of Lady Kira? Then you were Kuranese, I take it.
Maybe.
Wait, are those lizards he's eating?
What? You want one?
No, thanks. I ate.
Oh, now I remember. Get a load of this.
Bite and blast.
Well?
Well, what? I believe he suffers from a far more serious malady than mere memory loss.
No good, huh? Guess I'll try somebody else.
So who was that man and what did he want, Barbed Head? I wish I knew. Hello, Emma. At least I thought it was Emma, but I'm not actually sure.
It is.
Okay. Just munching. Chocolate snackoos.
I'm getting in character. Look at him. I put like a ton of Pocky in my mouth. Right as she appeared. Hey, Mr. Wright.
Ah, what now?
What's wrong? I didn't surprise you that badly, did I?
No, it's nothing. Actually, I've been looking for you. I wanted to tell you I investigated the crime scene. But it wasn't too much trouble getting my investigation of the Inner Sanctum approved.
Oh, it was fine. Prosecutor Sanmati gave his okay straight away.
Oh, it's fine. I didn't get the okay. He didn't agree to anything. He just sort of snuck up there 4 times. Oh. Huh. Seems like a rather fair-minded prosecutor.
He said that you would probably give up once you saw the crime scene for yourself. And that moving on before the trial began would be the smart thing to do.
He must be feeling rather confident about the case. Well, just so you know, I have no intention of giving up.
I figured. That's why I prepared a little gift for you.
Look, it's your own coffin. Now your relatives don't have to pay for it.
Get in.
Okay, get
Thought
in.
it might help your investigation. Here, it's all yours.
God, give me one of her bottles of luminol. That's like... It's like going to like McDonald's and your girlfriend hands you like an onion ring. It's like...
Yeah,
you're
that's
giving me
true.
this?
It's like when your girlfriend lets you have a sip of her Baja Blast.
Yeah. I wanted to bring
I
you
wanted-
a... that's not
I
me.
wanted to bring you a bunch of other forensic tools, but they were confiscated at the airport.
Luminol testing fluid. This might actually come in handy.
Also, I made a copy of the crime scene photo for you.
Thanks. All this will definitely come in handy, maybe. So this is what the High Priest's body looked like after the murder. I'll keep this along with the picture I took at the crime scene.
Oh yeah! They're done questioning Maya.
Really? I should go pay her a visit then. Poor Maya, she must be feeling pretty crappy right now. I should just let her know that I'll be defending her too.
Oh shoot, look at the time. I have to get going.
You sure seem busy.
That's because his ephemeral holiness is a real slave driver.
Because his ephemeral hotness is a real slave driver. What, Emma? Nothing. His ephemeral holiness.
Prosecutor Senmati. He's like the world's hardest riddle, wrapped in a flowy sash. A beautiful, 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 flowy sash. I keep wondering if it's just a clash of cultures type of thing, you know? Like, he'll ask the most insane things of me without batting a single long eyelash of his.
This Prosecutor Sadmati sounds like he's used to holding some sort of serious clout.
Oh, he's so good at Splatoon.
Ah, here's the
Ugh.
snack goose.
Why do you have such bad luck with prosecutors? First it was the glimmerous fop. And now that I'm finally rid of that grating, bling-loving Europhile, I get this guy. Oh no, now I'm really gonna be late. He'll probably make me listen to one of those really long sutras again. I'll see you later.
He makes her listen to sutras. Sound like Emma's got it pretty rough, too. She does not appreciate Prosecutor Sadmati's sutras. What ingratitude. It appears that she, too, is lacking in religious devotion. I don't think that's what the problem is here. Besides, Emma's not even a Koreanist. Alright, time to go examine the Maya. The Maya Malaise. Sad.
Ah, what a familiar sight.
7 years later, the same things. Time really is repeating. It's just one big circle.
Nick, I knew you'd come.
Hey, Maya, you sure look tired.
Yeah, I didn't voice that right.
How you holding up?
It wasn't me, but no one will believe me. Ugh.
I have to admit, I'm still in a bit of shock. Who'd have thought you'd get caught up in something like this? And so far from home.
Like that movie.
Again.
Nick.
I'm gonna defend you, so hang in there. We can do this if we work together.
Oh. Ugh. This is all my fault. I mean, you came to Korean just to visit me. We hadn't seen each other in ages, and then this happens.
This
You're
is
really
like
a magnet
every
for
other week
death.
for me. Don't worry. Haven't seen her this down in ages either. Come on, remember who you're talking to. Besides, I thought you'd be used to taking the usual... being the usual suspect by now.
I guess you're right. And you've saved me each and every time.
Yep, so just tell me everything you can and let's go from there. Barbed head, stop stalling and go straight to the matter of what's truly important. We know that she is the murderer, therefore it's time for her confession.
Your benevolence, what brings the royal priestess to a place like this?
I am watching over this lawyer to keep him from tampering with anything in this case. Now out with it, confess to your crime. Please, your benevolence, could you please take it down just a little notch or three? Oh, yeah, please tell us what you can. I know this must be difficult, but anything you can remember might help.
Sure. Okay.
Let's try this.
Oh, hey. Congrats on getting your badge back, Nick.
Same stuff. Oh, hey. It's our guard friend.
Bailiff.
Why does that guard keep eyeballing me? I can't let him get to me. I can't let him get to me. Ah, he's doing it again.
I didn't kill the High Priest. I wouldn't even dream of it. I mean, he always treated me so well. Abbot Inmi was an important figure with a ton of duties, including training acolytes. He was really kind, even to a foreigner like me. He even invited me over to his house whenever I was between training sessions. How could I ever kill someone like that?
He sounds like a really good person. I think I would have liked him.
It was so much fun. I got to enjoy meals with his family and everything. And his wife was a master of Koreanese cuisine. I've never eaten better in my life.
It's like they were her family and home, away from home in a foreign land. It must have been a source of comfort with her being here training all alone.
Aw. But
But what?
I can't completely deny the charge either.
Huh? As I suspected, the snake has shown her true colors at last. Your benevolence, please. I'm trying to figure out what really happened here. So what do you mean you can't completely deny the charge?
Well, during the purification rite, I suddenly got really, really sleepy. The next thing I knew, Abbott in me was, you know...
You suddenly got sleepy? So you didn't actually see the High Priest get murdered?
No, I didn't, but... If I was possessed by some crazy spirit while I was asleep, then...
What an excuse. How dare you pin your crime on another person's soul? Yeah. Be honest. What you call training is but an extended vacation in reality. And that training here is simply for prestige.
No, it's not like that at all.
Training. Not training. Training. Fuck. I don't even know how I did that.
Yeah, I wasn't looking, but I don't either.
Oh god, what a mistake.
Yeah. You know, now we've seen that one a third time. For me, it's a fourth. I'm training to become the master of the Korean channeling technique.
A neophyte practitioner, such as yourself, becoming a channeling master? I think not. The spiritual power required is beyond the means of an outsider like you. Rafa seems really against fakers. She must have really liked that scene from Sonic Adventure 2.
Hell yeah.
But Maya actually does have the power to channel spirits. I should let Rafa know. Your benevolence, I wouldn't call Maya a neophyte because...
Wait, Nick!
What?
Can I talk to you for a second?
Why is she whispering all of a sudden?
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain later. Just keep it a secret for now, okay?
Well, if you say so. What's that all about? What is all that whispering about over there?
You actually, made it, work as her being across the room by being far from your mic for some reason for half of that line.
It's because I'm trying to reach for a Cheeto I dropped. It's nothing, really. I have to ask about this later when Princess Rafa's
Why
not
am I
around.
getting called? Who's calling me? Oh. Thanks.
Who's calling you at 2:45 at night?
Some old friends of mine called in a group chat.
Oh, neat.
Oh, I almost forgot. Nick,
Yeah.
about Abbott and me's murder, there was something I noticed that I thought strange.
Oh. What'd you notice? So what was it you noticed?
Well, you probably won't believe me, but...
Why don't you let me be the judge of that?
Okay, so, you know that spring?
That spring? You mean the pool in front of the Warbad statue?
Yes, that! Believe it or not, there's a bunch of tiny sharks in it. The water in there was dark red. And when I say dark red, I mean blood red.
Oh, that? Yeah, I saw it too.
You did?
Yeah. High Priest's blood turned it red.
What? No, that's not what I meant. The spring was red before he was killed.
What? Wait, so it was already red? Even before the High Priest was killed?
Yeah, I noticed it during the purification rite, just before I passed out. It's just like the ancient legend says.
What ancient legend? The one that you yourself quoted, Phoenix.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return. That's how it goes, anyway.
Hold on. Yes, there's a legend about the inner sanctum that just says just that. But the water runs red this time thanks to the murder. The police investigation confirmed it. Perhaps your eyes were deceived by the lantern's light reflecting off the water.
I don't think that was it, though.
An ancient legend, huh? I wonder if it's connected to this murder somehow. Free statement.
Nick?
Yeah.
So, actually, there's one more thing.
What's up with Maya? She keeps looking over out of benevolence like she's worried about Rafo will think.
There's something I want to show you.
There is?
I found this at the inner sanctum after I came to.
Is this a letter? It's in Koreanese.
It's a calling card. The Phantom Thieves are gonna steal my heart. See that stamp on the far left at the end of the letter? Does it look familiar?
Maya's like, I admit it. I ate Nick's hamburger. You what? I did it so many times. I made him think there was a rat living in our kitchen.
No, I think Felix would be like, yes, Maya, I know. I know.
I blamed it on True Seed.
Yeah, we know, Maya. Is Fred stamp here?
That's the mark of Lady Kira.
Oh, right. It looks just like the mark on her forehead. Lady Kira, you say? Let me see that. Why, this is... What? What does it say? Us typing anything in our campaigns.
Do not perform the rite. I know what you are planning, Lady Kira.
That sounds like a threat or a warning. Whoever's pretending to be Lady Kira was pressuring the High Priest to stop the rite.
Yeah, that's what it looks like to me too. Nick, do you think...
Wait. First, there's that ancient legend.
The spring shall run red upon Lady Kira's return.
Now, there's also Lady Kira's warning. Plus, with the Warbot dagger being eyed as the murder weapon. Don't tell me.
That's why she has to be the real deal. Gives me chills just thinking about it.
Nobody's ever faked a ritual before as a means of murder. Not once, not ever.
I bet Lady Kira's spirit possessed the sacred robe or something.
Don't tell me. You actually believe that the real Lady Kira returned to kill the High Priest?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
Historical figures don't come back to life. I mean, give me a break.
But... You were just saying only yesterday how it would have been more fun to believe that she's the real deal.
Yeah, yesterday! I wish I could keep on entertaining that fantasy too. But the fact is, we're dealing with a murder here. Thus, my days of dreaming have come to an end. I'm gonna keep it real from now on. And you should too, Nick.
They said I was the born one because I was keeping it real.
Sorry, I guess I've outgrown that stepladder argument we always have.
I forgot about that joke. I think you mean ladder, Maya. So what do you mean by keeping it real?
So you know how someone is dressing up like Lady Kira and capturing rebels, right?
Oh, you mean the rebel hunter Lady Kira in the papers?
Yeah, that one. I think that's who probably sent this warning.
What nonsense is this? You dare to suggest that Abonimi was slain by Lady Kira? You nincompoop! The rebel hunter is sure to be a vigilante who loves this kingdom. And it is that patriotism that leads them to cloak their identity in the guise of Lady Kira. Such a patriot. Would never slay the High Priest. Because it's only natural for Princess Rafa to see it that way. But I can't let it go at that. Besides, why would such a vigilante want to stop the purification right in the first place? Well, I haven't really figured that one out yet. I rest my case. Still, if this rebel hunter had a compelling enough reason, they might have killed the high priest after he ignored their warning. Big dummy, you can't fool me. It was you who forged that warning letter. You're trying to shed that guilt onto our most sacred Lady Kira. Admit it.
No, I'd never do such a thing.
Now your benevolence. Let's try to remain neutral and rational about this. Maya, did you show that letter to the police?
No. I was afraid that it would anger everybody needlessly. So I was waiting to show it to you, Nick.
And judging by her benevolence's reaction, I'd say Maya was right to be worried. Wait, what are we... There are numbers of places on this letter, but there are 3 holes in a row. Are these supposed to be some sort of message too? Not that we'll be finding out anytime soon, I suspect. Cool.
Oh, accused, wrap her up. I guess they have more questions for me.
Yeah, at least I have a better idea of what we're up against now.
Nick, there's something I've been meaning to say. I don't need a lawyer this time.
What are you talking about?
It's just, they have that Defense Culpability Act here in Korean, right? Well, if I'm found guilty, you'll be charged with abetting a criminal.
Maya, thanks for thinking of me, but don't worry, Maya. We'll pull through this together somehow. We just have, haven't we?
Yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore,
True, but I've been through one trial here already. So know what I'm getting myself into. We're gonna win this one too, no matter what. Because I believe in your innocence.
Yeah, I know. We've always won because of your faith in me.
That's right. So it's all aboard the Phoenix Freedom Express. It's all aboard the toxic gossip train. Chugging down the tracks of misinformation.
Thank you, Nick.
Have you seen any of the videos on her?
Absolutely not.
You have not seen any of the toxic gossip train nonsense.
I don't know what any of that means.
That is amazing. So a girl who does music stuff on the internet was found to be kind of essentially grooming kids.
Oh, was it the one who did a song in her apology video?
Yeah, she played a ukulele.
Yeah, I never actually watched that video. I just heard about it.
Oh yeah, don't watch it. Just watch the goddamn trillion other reaction videos and people just having fun making fun of her with their own ukulele covers of their own apology videos.
Might not. But...
You don't have to. But it's very funny, some of them. There's one that's really good. He also makes fun of the interpretive dance that was from a year and a half ago that the one TikTok star did.
I don't even think I read that line.
Bravado will not save you tomorrow, and by then it will be too late to ask for mercy. However, since this is the cool Phoenix Wright game...
Well, I'll see you later.
Oh, that's all it was. Okay.
That was all it was.
We're going to beat this charge. You'll see.
Did you read that one?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I think. I don't care to understand every single word that it was spoken. But I don't like the sound of that Phoenix Freedom Express one bit. Wait. Don't tell me you don't know what Freedom Express refers to. Of course I know. Do not presume I know what I do not know. Nana, I'm no closer to understanding why someone would want the High Priest dead. But given the use of the Warbod dagger and the existence of the warning letter, I'd say the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira as the real prime suspect. It might help if I knew a little bit more about this modern-day Lady Kira. Wonder if anyone has any info on them. Maybe the first thing I should do is go someplace where locals like to gather.
Head to the bazaar.
That's bizarre. That's not the first place I would have picked.
I heard that this one guy had a crazy adventure there.
Was his name John?
At one point in history.
I guess the bazaar is as good a place to start as any. Now, who should I... I see. So that is what a freedom express is. Consulting her pocket internet again, I see.
Mr. Wright!
That sounds like... the boy.
Is Miss Maya okay? I believe her, Mr. Wright. I know she didn't do it.
Do you now, boy?
Your benevolence!
You mustn't trust in lawyers, you... You're not the accused from the last trial.
Oh,
What's wrong, Albie?
Your benevolence speaks with the,
You may speak in the vernacular, little monk. Now, what is your name?
Yes, your benevolence. I'll be your guide, your benevolence. Get it?
Know this, Albie. Your soul is only as clean or filthy as the company you keep. I wish you'd stop insinuating that all lawyers are trash.
Please forgive me, your benevolence, but Mr. Wright is a very trustworthy man, and I trust him as a lawyer.
What's this? You're corrupting our youth now.
I'm sorry. Forgive my insolence.
If a common boy such as he can place his trust in lawyers, it can only be because of my failure at the Hall of Justice the other day. Ooh.
Mr. Wright, her benevolence is sunk into the ground.
Good. She must
What
be
the
really
hell?
feeling responsible for what happened in court that day. Let's give her some breathing room for now. I'm sure she'll be back on her feet in no time. In the meantime, do you want to really mind if I ask you some questions?
Of course not. I'm always glad to help.
Albus Dumbledore.
Don't reference that filth in front of me.
Albus is fine.
The whole book.
So what have you heard about the rebel hunter that was in the newspaper?
Everyone's overjoyed at her appearance. They say she's the modern-day Lady Kira.
So they're treating this rebel hunter like a mysterious protector of the people, huh?
People have been on edge recently, what with that jailbreak and stuff. Apparently Sir Hondogan got out. I sure hope they catch that escaped prisoner soon.
I'm glad that he's still alive. Escaped prisoner.
I'm not. Yes, he was one of the victorious rebels that Lady Kira had captured.
Oh,
or vicious.
They're victorious too. Nice. They're winning.
Yeah. They love that show.
So there's a hardened criminal loose? That is some bad news.
Yes, but the modern-day Lady Kira is also super amazing. I mean, she takes down big scary rebels all by herself.
Yeah.
It's not exactly something that just anyone can do. Someone that strong could have easily overpowered and killed the High Priest. What about that escaped prisoner, Albie? I wonder who that could
select the
possibly
button,
be.
and I'll tell you.
So what's the escaped prisoner supposed to be like?
Why'd you repeat yourself? They say he's a victorious fiend who serves as Dirk's right-hand man, Vicious. Remember this image?
Yeah, fucking gets us over here. Dirk isn't the leader of the rebel group.
Yeah, the escapee serves that dreadful master of the Defiant Dragons. They say the prisoner's a former soldier and that he wields a big scary knife. Rumor has it he's a cold-blooded killer to boot. We're gonna use that image like 8 more times in the next 3 hours.
Watch out for him. He's a 16 student. Sounds like a real dangerous one.
He is, but the police still can't find him even after an exhaustive search.
Wait. I remember hearing about a prison. There is a prison at the apex of the mountain. Prison, way up there. The prison at the top of the Inner Sanctum's mountain, right? How'd he even break out?
No one really knows. He supposedly did it without any tools to speak of, too. Some say he must have fallen to his death. It's kind of like the search for the Ocean Gate sub. Pointless. Personally, I'd like to believe he did. Otherwise, something like that terrible incident might happen again.
Terrible incident.
DL6 incident.
What? What was that about a terrible incident, Albie?
I said the IS-7. It happened before I was even born, but...
Mr. Edgeworth's father got shot in an elevator. How the hell do you know that? I was
This
there.
Twitter user named Yadagarasu XX 123 was tweeting about it.
Oh my god, you guys haven't heard? No, they changed it to X. I guess that information hasn't reached here.
What do you mean they changed it to X?
To Twitter, it's called X now.
What do you mean it's called X now?
Well, after Elon Musk took over Twitter.
Queen Amara, the previous queen, was assassinated. And it was the rebel leader Dirk who did it.
Previous queen was assassinated. That's kind of unsettling.
Oh, it was the terrible deed of a heinous sinner.
What?
Not an anus sinner, that's something else. I mean, to take the life of such a gentle queen?
Do Kuranese think that anyone who... how many anal sinners are there in Kuranese? All of them.
Everyone on the street.
Hey Tom. Hey Frank. How's it going, anal sinner? You
It's a
kidding.
common greeting around here. You haven't heard it yet? You've been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I try to block out most of what I do. Need to take the lake.
Only someone with a dark, defiled soul could have done that. You try to remember the context.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just needed a second. Everybody take their queen seriously here. Like god-worshipping level serious. Speaking of Europhiles, it really would take someone pretty bold and blasphemous to assassinate one.
Those defiant dragon rebels are not afraid to do anything to accomplish their goals. That's why, with that escaped prisoner on the loose, who knows who might be killed next? Maybe even my dog.
That's why the people of Korean are so afraid of that escapee. And why they want the rebel hunter to take him out along with the other rebels. So is there anything else you can tell me about the rebel hunters, Lady Kira, Albie?
I was just thinking there was something else, but what was it? Oh yeah, here.
What is it?
It's a back scratcher. Shadow found it.
Why, that's the Warbot arrow. Feeling better now, your benevolence? This is no time to be feeling sorry for myself, for I am the Crown Princess of Karain. Now, let me see that boy.
Yes, your benevolence.
It looks very much like one of the legendary weapons Lady Kira once used in battle. A three-pronged arrow? I could swear I've seen something resembling that arrowhead recently.
Oh.
Where'd Shadow find it, Albie?
Near Abbot Enmy's house.
Near the victim's house, huh? Something tells me I better look into this. Alright, this is the thing where they shot the letter into the door. Right?
I think it was into a tree. Maybe I'm wrong.
Albie, can I ask you to take me to the High Priest house?
Yes, of course.
Come to think of it, he was married, wasn't he? Poor bastard. And his wife is the one who usually plays the part of Lady Kira in the Purification Rite. I should probably talk to her, too. Do you think that that's how they, like, first started dating? They just did, like, rituals? They, like, hit it off through it?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think that they met because of the sinner greeting we were talking about.
Oh, yeah. So this is where the High Priest lived. Wait a minute. This is where they brought me when my back gave out. And the woman in front of that altar, she must be the High Priest's wife.
Examined her.
Excuse me.
Which one of us?
You can do believe.
Yes, may I help you?
I was hoping to speak with the High Priest's wife. Are you she? Please forgive the intrusion, Lady Believe.
Oh my, your benevolence.
Please be at ease. What a terrible thing this must be for you. I'm much to your husband. You have my deepest sympathies for your tragic loss.
You honor me with your kind words. Look, dear, the royal priestess has come to visit us. Yes. What's that? Oh, of course.
He's talking with this funeral picture.
My husband, too, is delighted that the royal priestess has graced us with her presence.
You can speak with Abbot in me?
No, I don't possess the power to speak with the dead, but I can feel his presence. What's that? No, that can wait till later, dear.
She's definitely speaking with him.
So, your benevolence, what is it that brings you to my humble abode?
This lawyer is investigating your husband's death, and I am watching him to ensure that he does not tamper with any of the evidence. This must be difficult, but could I ask you some questions? A good friend of mine has fallen under suspicion, you see.
A friend of yours. So then, you must be Maya's friend from the States, correct?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but I'm still grieving. Isn't that right, dear? Yes, I know.
Abbot and me and his wife were one of the closest and most loving couples in Karin. If she is not ready to talk, I will not allow you to press her any further. She did just lose the love of her life. It would be incredibly insensitive of me to force answers out of her right now. But I need to talk to her if I want to learn more about the High Priest. Plus, there's a warbad error that I'll be found near the house. There's too much I need to find out for me to just leave. Hey, would it be okay if I stayed here for just a little while? Barbed, have you not been listening to a word I said? Look, your benevolence, I'm sorry for her loss, but I'm running out of time. So what I will do is promise to leave if she doesn't change her mind.
Please, let me talk to my husband about this. Yes. I know. No, don't. Not in front of the royal priestess. Now, if you would excuse me.
What the heck were they even talking about? You have but poured salt in her wounds. This is precisely why you lawyers are so despised. Ugh. I was just trying to help Maya's case. I didn't mean to hurt Mrs. Inme. Could it be that you actually possess a conscience? Of course I do. But I'm also desperate for information. You know, it's really a good thing that the High Priest fell in love with Believe, and not her twin sister Put It.
Yeah, it's a really good thing. You're right. You're right. Yeah. I think she would have kept her maiden name. Probably.
Probably.
Yeah, but hold on, I gotta think for a second. But hold on,
What?
hold on.
May I speak now, Barbed Head? Nope.
Yes, can't think of a joke. All right.
So what do you plan to do now? Pass the time by looking around the room, I guess, and see if she changes her mind. Just see that you do not touch anything you should not. Guess I should watch what I touch, then. Just in case Prince Rafa gets mad at me.
So check the faceless painting in the background. To the left.
What a magnificent altar. Of course it's magnificent. It is for the Holy Mother, after all. The Holy Mother, huh? See that faceless figure over there? Such insolence. How do you not know who Her Holiness is on sight? Do you seek to cross over into the Twilight Realm right this instant? Sorry, it won't happen again. I want to go to the Twilight Zone. This is why lawyers are so despised. Now listen well. Depicting Her Holiness' face is the greatest taboo in all of Koreanism. There are none alive today who know what her face really looks like. And that includes the members of the royal family. Wow. Now that's an unusual custom that has no parallels to real life. It's gotta be one heck of a secret if even the royal family can't know what she looks like.
I thought of the joke,
Yeah.
but she couldn't keep her maiden name because it was up yours.
Nice. Good job.
Yeah, thanks.
+2.
I checked the wanted poster. Or that's fine too.
What's this scary looking spiky thing?
The wanted poster.
This is a floor cushion for heightening a practitioner's mental focus. Your ignorance astounds me. This is not a soul in Keradine who would not recognize this. Floor cushion? You mean you're supposed to sit on this? How else would you suggest it be used? It looks like a torture device to me. Alright, the poster.
On table.
Ah, that thing. Oh, it's a wanted poster for the rebel escapee everyone's talking about. Perfectly normal thing to have on the counter. What? Let me see that. That's horrible. Senior member of insurgent leadership and former paratrooper of a foreign land, wanted for crimes against the kingdom, considered armed and dangerous. So he's ex-military, huh? His appearance alone exudes menace. Must be captured at... Well, his appearance alone exudes menace. He must be captured at once. Something wrong? The bounty is 3 million damas, money that comes out of people's tax payments. I shall have it lowered to about 1 million damas. You seem unexpectedly concerned with the people's welfare. Unexpectedly? How rude. Nana has always taught me that the kingdoms that do not value its people come to ruin. As crown princess, it's only natural that I care for my people. How about sending some of that kindness this way? Well, I suppose I could. If you quit being a lawyer and paid taxes to our kingdom, that is. Oh, well, it was worth a shot.
Check out the wastebasket. Or the bag, that's fine too. Yeah, you gotta do that eventually.
Bag. There's a steel samurai pouch in this bag. Guess the bag must be Maya's. Probably left it here while she was performing that rite.
Okay, I actually think you didn't have to check that eventually.
This looks like a wastebasket. Hey, there's an envelope sticking out. There are 3 holes in the row near the top. Now, where have I seen holes like that before? Scrounging around in other people's garbage like some stray dog. You are a pitiful creature indeed. What does it say here? Say what you will, but I got a job to do. It says, to the High Priest. You cannot even read. You are even more pitiful than I thought. Thanks, and I'll keep your words of wisdom in mind, your benevolence. Guess I should have studied some Koreanese before I came. So the envelope was addressed to the High Priest, huh? But it's empty. Still, there's something about it. I better hang on to it.
Check that poster above the Persona 4 ass TV.
A poster of the mountains. Oh, the Inner Sanctum Mountain is featured against its other towering peaks. Those beautiful mountains are known as the Roof of Kareem. Ah, I see they have even included Mount Pony Pony in the center, in the poster. Mount Pony Pony. Is that the smaller peak to the left? Known as the Little Sanctum, it's just west of the Inner Sanctum. Is it not also beautiful? But I suppose a lawyer with a defiled soul such as yours cannot perceive such beauty. That's not true. I think it's absolutely stunning.
Okay, put her in the TV world.
Alright, Rafa. What show is this? It is the Plumed Punisher, warrior of New Twilight Realm. It is based on Lady Kira and is a #1 action hero show in Korean. The plumed Punisher warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
I fucking love this, by the way.
Yeah, it's just everyone ripping off each other. It's an entirely original show created right here in our kingdom. I'm not so sure about the originality, given its overall look, and the theme song. Is something the matter? Well, it's just we have an action hero show back home that is rather similar to this. I'm guessing this shows why Maya is so into Lady Kira. Honestly, the theme song is exactly the same one as the one from Maya's favorite show, The Steel Samurai, Warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. It's a popular action hero show filmed right here in LA. Los Angeles, Japanifornia. Set in a city known as Neo Tokyo, it pits the Steel Samurai in Mortal Kombat against his nemesis, the Evil Mad. Maya's collected DVDs and merchandise from the series as long as I've known her. The Plume Punisher seems awfully similar to the Steel Samurai. The Plume Punisher originated here in Korean. Is that clear, Barbed Head? Yeah, your benevolence. Note to self, never suggest that again. Lady Believe has not had a change of heart, and simply waiting shall not change that. Can we wait just a little longer? I wonder if she'll ever open up.
Oh, you're still here.
Lady Believe. This is in me. Do you think you're ready for the talk?
Is it okay with you, dear? Yes, I will let him know.
Lady Believe, you don't have to speak this lawyer if it's not your wish.
No, it's quite alright. If my husband were still with us, he would say... As much as it pains me to have my lovely wife speak on such matters, if it would help to find the truth, then ask whatever you may.
Okay, I'll take you up on your generous offer. Wait, did Mrs. Imby call herself lovely just now? Well, whatever you're waiting for. Ask your questions quickly so your departure may be just as swift. Yeah, of course. Do you have any idea where your husband might have been killed? Was he acting differently or doing anything out of the ordinary lately?
No, I don't recall anything of the sort.
This is really difficult. Do we have a grudge against him?
He was a kind man and one of peace. He would never do anything that would cause someone to bear a grudge against him.
Magatama.
Ah, classic Phoenix Wright.
These are psyche locks. This means Mrs. Immy is trying to hide something from me. This is the Magatama Mama gave me all those years ago.
Oh, Nick, don't call me that.
Mama, ooh. It has a really amazing power. It reacts when someone's hiding something. It allows me to see the psyche locks that are holding that person's mind shut. Whenever I see any, I'm going to have to touch my Magatama to try and unlock them. Unlocking them all usually allows me to coax the truth out of someone.
Why did you yell in my house?
Psyche locks. They appeared when I asked her whether anyone held a grudge against her husband. That must mean that Mrs. Immy thought of someone who just might have such a grudge. Let's just stir the pot a little bit and see if that happens. Mrs. Immy, I have an idea of who your husband's real killer might be.
That would be Maya, would it not?
No, of course not. It has to be someone with a motive to kill him. This is who I believe had a reason to kill your husband. The escaped prisoner.
Lady Kira.
Yeah. It was the rebel hunter disguised as Lady Kira. Everyone's talking about her.
I know not of what you speak.
Really? Because she even made the front page recently.
Yeah, but a humble servant of Lady Kira. What reason would she have to kill someone as insignificant as I?
Well, actually, I have something that just might show why Lady Kira would kill Abbott and me.
The warning.
There we go. This is a letter of warning from Lady Kira. Maya found it. It was in the inner sanctum, and only Maya and your husband were there at the time. This letter reached its intended recipient, your husband, the High Priest, didn't it?
And how do you know Maya wasn't lying to you?
Because I've
never
never
seen that
Oh,
letter
that's funny.
before, and I doubt my husband ever did either.
Sorry, but I have evidence that proves that this warning was meant for your husband.
Envelope. Yeah. What's that?
It's an envelope addressed to the High Priest. The warning letter was delivered to your husband inside this, wasn't it?
Ugh. What nonsense is this? How can you prove the warning was delivered in this envelope?
There's got to be some way to prove it. Wait a second. Don't the envelope and the warning letter have something in common? I think there just might be something that links the envelope to the warning letter.
There is.
Yes, and that proof is right here on the warning letter. This spot on the warning letter proves that it was delivered in the envelope.
The
It's
holes.
The holes. The 3 holes in the envelope are in the same shape and arrangement as the holes in the warning letter. And if you fold the letter in thirds and place it in the envelope, the holes line up. As for what made the holes, I believe it was this. The arrow. They were made by this warbad arrow, one of the weapons favored by Lady Kira. The warning was folded into thirds, placed in the envelope addressed to the High Priest, and delivered to your husband on the points of this arrow. Deleted. Now tell me. Are you ready to tell me the truth now?
I admit the warning was sent to my husband, but he was not an insurgent.
Then why'd you keep it a secret?
Because the authorities might have suspected him of being one if I hadn't.
I guess that makes sense. If the Rebel Hunter was after him, I could see how people might at least suspect.
We are a Koreanist kingdom. As such, rising up against the monarchy is the same as blaspheming Koreanism itself.
Your husband was a devout priest of Koreanism, and he feared that his good name would be tarnished if the warning went public.
Yes.
That makes sense, but is it the honest truth? What if the High Priest really was a rebel? The Rebel Hunter would have had a motive to kill him. Still. This just doesn't feel like the right time to ask her about it. Now it is. Could you tell me a little bit more about the warning?
It arrived about 3 days before the purification rites. When we woke that morning, it was already there by the side of our bed.
It was by the side of your bed?
Yes, we had the whole house locked up tight. Yet someone still managed to slip in. Oh, it was so frightening, wasn't it, dear?
But you didn't contact the police, right? Because you didn't want them to suspect your husband of being a rebel.
That's right. Only we had told the police, maybe Tarust would still be alive today. Oh, lovely wife. No need to fret, my dear. My only regret is that I left you all alone.
Barbed head, that is quite enough. Yeah, you're probably right. Miss Amy, I'm sorry to have bothered you at such a difficult time.
Don't be silly. I'm happy if I have helped. Your benevolence. May you swiftly shine light upon the truth.
Barbed head, you seem bent on casting suspicion upon Lady Kira. And by doing so, you seek to deflect the blame from the real killer, Maya Fey. That is the only logical conclusion. Ugh. I'm in no position to disprove her at this point. If only I could find something to support my fear that the High Priest was a rebel. The only other person who might know more about Abbott and me would be Maya. I might be done questioning her by now. Maybe I'll stop by the detention center. My mother said what? It seems I must go. Did something happen? Yes, my mother has decreed that a rite shall be held for the High Priest's passing, and that she shall conduct the prayer of lament therein.
Her Eminence has so decreed, has she? Oh, but she should not concern herself with a humble priest like my husband.
No, it is only natural, considering his meritorious service. The rite will be held at the palace. You are to accompany me there at once, Lady Believe.
Thank you, Your Benevolence. My husband is most delighted, too.
How wonderful for you, Mrs. Emmy. A direct decree from the Queen. That must be quite the honor. Barbed head, you are coming as well. Huh? But I don't have much time left to investigate. As the one charged with monitoring you, you must remain within my sight at all times. Besides, it will take but a moment. Now come along. Ugh. Arguing the point will probably just make things worse for me. I better let her have her way this time. Mrs. Believe is like, me and my husband always used to say that to each other.
She's like, I remember when my husband wanted all these headshots of him doing different emotions commissioned in case he died before me.
I thought he was crazy at the time, but
Here,
honestly, looking
I'll-
back...
I'll do the Queen, you do Blaze the Best over there.
Ah, of course.
What happened? Huh. I did hear that. Huh. Sounds like, something fell, I think, but I don't know what it was.
Oh, no. Cat over there knocking stuff down in your house, too?
I mean, it sounded like it was in our room, and the cat's definitely not in here, but...
So this is the Queen of Karain. What is wrong with you, Barbed Head? Show some respect. Huh? Oh, should I bow? Or prostrate myself?
No, it is quite alright. Stay as you are.
Mother.
Your Eminence, I would like to give thanks to you. You honor both me and my husband. His exemplary service deserves to be honored. Oh, but what a terribly trying time this must be for you, Lady Believe. May my prayer comfort your soul and that of your dearly departed husband. Nothing would please me more. Oh, Your Eminence, your words are wasted on my humble husband and I.
No, that's what I call commanding presence.
So, you are the lawyer of whom my daughter speaks.
That's me. Yes, Your Eminence. I am so very honored to make your noble acquaintanceship. I'm humbled the best in your resplendence. Did I do it? I have no idea how to talk to a queen.
Oh, may the Holy Mother's blessing be upon you.
So what are you doing to later on today? Oh, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
Oh, ew.
You're that kind.
Now then, Lady Believe, let us go to the Chamber of Prayer. Rafa, you are to accompany us too.
Yes, Mother.
Wow.
Goodbye.
Queen is seriously something else. Huh. Parliamenta. Right, this guy.
I don't see how that'll do any good.
It's Justice Minister Inga.
Hmm? Who are you, buddy?
Nice to meet you again, Minister Inga.
Again? We met?
I'm Phoenix Wright. We met in the accused lobby the other day.
All right. Blue suit, jagged hair. You're that lawyer who brought my daughter down a peg or two.
Your daughter?
Yeah, Rafa.
He's Princess Rafa's father? So he's Queen Goron's husband?
You plan on sticking your fat nose in this mess, too?
Blip. But I don't know. I mean, I definitely won't misunderstand the plot if I don't see the lines, but I am interested. Right, the daughter line. And then your daughter, Rafa, is Rafa's father. Right, okay. It is good to know what plot has been established so I don't, so I know what I'm allowed to say.
Yes. Hughes is a good friend of mine.
Like I said the last time. You better watch yourself, you see.
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
You want to question me?
That would be great.
You got balls for a lawyer. Guess I could play along for a bit. But I got things to do, see? So I have to talk while I work.
I wanted to let you know that I'll be the defense lawyer in this case, too.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you. You only won last time because that idiotic prosecutor filed false charges. But it's gonna be different this time. I got Kurain's top prosecutor on this one, see? I don't care who I go up against. I'm gonna prove my client innocent. You haven't forgotten the little thing called the Defense Culpability Act, have you? Well, this one, and you'll suffer the same fate as the accused.
How could I forget?
You lawyers are all the same. You start your stuff till the DC Act comes down hard on you. Then you start begging and pleading for your lives. It's really hard to watch, I tell you. It's funny we called it the DC Act because we didn't realize that the literal exact same thing was happening in the modern DC cinematic universe. Literally, anytime they make movies, they just kill themselves after the movie. It's terrible. It's really, really bad.
If only they made good movies, then they wouldn't want to kill themselves.
I mean, have you seen the sequel to Wonder Woman? Jesus fucking Christ. God, why?
You know, I never watched that. I liked I thought the original one was surprisingly good.
That's what
for
everyone
a DC
said. The original
movie.
one was fine. Then the sequel came out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to watch the Snyder cut of.
God, I don't. I really, really don't.
But it's like
3 hours, isn't it?
It's a ridiculous amount of time.
And you know it's still gonna come down to Martha, so
My man! You start begging and pleading for your life. It's really hard to watch.
Well, I don't plan on letting it come down to that. Were you the one who wrote that Defense Culpability Act?
Yeah, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. What's it to you? Either way, as Justice Minister, I'm gonna enforce the thing. As a way to counter the dirty tricks of your trade, like falsified evidence. But it turned out to be quite handy. Efficient, even. Turns out when you give them the threat of death, they just lie even harder. Wait.
It's like... I guess what it actually does is just makes lawyers not participate.
yeah.
Handy, efficient.
Yeah, made my job real easy. Any goons who cross me or the Goron administration are gonna get just what they deserve. Especially those rebel scum.
You can get away with that here?
Better watch your mouth, lawyer. I'm voiced the law in Kurain, see? And being that I'm the queen's husband, that makes me king.
No. I'm pretty sure the queen is the boss around here.
Go on, say what you're thinking so I can charge you with the leze majesty.
Get myself arrested right now.
Listen up, lawyer. I got a low crime rate and a populace that lives in peace. That's all thanks to the DC Act, so I don't want to hear any more lip about it. But I can't defend my client unless I speak my mind. No, even without the DC Act, Dirk and his insurgent scum buddies' days are numbered.
What's that supposed to mean?
Let's just say I got a little trick up my sleeve, so I'd watch it if I were you. 'Cause you got all the defiant attitude like one of them dragon dupes. Say, White, you know what these are?
No. What?
Orders of execution. They really pile up if I start slacking off.
Didn't he just say they have a low crime rate?
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They sure did.
And that one's for Rafa.
Wait, Dad.
Take her away, boys.
Dad, I'm your daughter.
What?
And tomorrow, I have even more work to do, processing the one for your little friend. If you really do defend her, I'll have to add one more on the pile for you. But you're not stupid enough to waste your life on that criminal, are you?
Don't worry. I'll make sure to lighten your workload, Inga. I won't give you a single execution order to sign tomorrow.
So you're not going to find who actually did it.
Oh, no, I will. Which means you'll have one. Fuck. I have returned, Barbhead. Your benevolence, are you done with the rite? Yes, it was performed flawlessly. Lady Belieb stayed behind to speak with Mother. I hope this will ease her sorrow, even if it's just a little. So, you've been speaking with my father? Yeah, you could say that. My father is a great man. He works tirelessly to keep the peace in our kingdom. Crane, as it stands today, owes its everything to the efforts of my mother and my father. You should feel deeply honored. Under normal circumstances, they would have never spoken so readily with a lawyer. Yeah, of course. Seems Rafa doesn't know what her father's really like. Well, now that we're done here, let's go see if I can talk to Maya now. What a wonderful little place.
Rafa's like, my father only poured bleach in my eyes one time. Ha! How about that?
I put my boyfriend through like 8 years of therapy for just that alone.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like incredibly fucked up. Really messed him
Okay.
up mentally. Well, it didn't mess me up, so it must be fine.
Are you, hiding it, Rafa? She just fucking cries and runs away.
Golly.
Anyways, detention center.
Golly, I guess that revelation was so powerful it crashed the game.
Oh! Alright, well, good thing we have chapter select.
Yes. Frame. None.
That's fantastic.
That's impossible.
It's actually so possible.
Okay, are we like really crashed here? Like, alright, I'll go give it a restart. Oh, I see. Gotcha. See, this is probably what happened. Something like this, and I was just like, fuck it.
Good reminder when we're in new territory without something like what?
Yeah, I might just do like a nice little save state or something along those lines.
My mic not coming through?
Yes.
It is coming through. Okay. It didn't answer like the last two things I said, so I thought it
I
might
missed
not.
it. Maybe it wasn't. I don't know. What would you say?
Well, the first thing I said is a good reminder to do like
Save states.
and when we're
and that's
in
what I
new
said.
territory. But also, you said something like this is going on, and I said something like what?
Oh, that was me like crashing. So, chapter
Oh,
select.
Okay.
Oh, this is the trial stuff. Okay. Queen of the Minister. Here we are. This one. Alright, don't crash this time. Nice. Oh. I didn't start the screen share up again.
That you didn't.
That is really nice that we're able to just select. That will not
I
always be
don't-
a set.
Yeah, so our new territory saves state like every other time we go to a new location.
Yes.
I have the audio right now.
Never close to me and I wanting to kill.
Gotcha.
It truly is terrible when Discord does this.
I don't even understand what the, like, I've never seen this like person I screen share with or anything.
I don't know why. It's a unique Discord problem. All four of us have unique Discord problems. You have nonsense with, like, your voice just getting muted whenever you have on, like, audio detection, stuff like that.
I mean, that's something I pretty much, I'll just like turn it on because maybe like the AC is loud, and then people could be like, hey, turn that shit off. Alright.
Super has things where, like, whenever he screen shares, it just doesn't work. I have things where if I screen share for too long, everything starts to die. And the computer goes to, like, death slow speed. It's real bad. He has his own things. Though he technically does have the newest computer by a factor of, like, 2. So... Please, for so little. It left it impossible to open Task Manager 2. Again. God damn it. Oh, it's a bad one. Okay, there we go. For fuck's sake. Alright. Where's the Discord? Please. Good lord, it's over. Alright, I think I did it. Goodness. Also, I didn't have to close Citra. Okay. Plus, I had a parsec like fucking 3 times. There we go. Boy, I should really consider getting like a new computer sometime. That'd be smart.
Yeah, that would be a really good idea.
Anyway,
Like a free one in your house.
yeah, I might just go find one nearby. Oh, it's you, Nick.
Oh, it's you, Nick.
Maya, are you okay? The questioning wasn't too harsh, was it?
My real question is, are you okay? You just kind of sat there for like 10 minutes, Nick. No, I'm alright. How about you? Make any progress?
Yeah, well, I haven't found any conclusive evidence that can prove your innocence. But I have a small lead.
Really?
But for right now, I'd like to ask you about the High Priest.
Sure, ask away.
Bye.
By the way, what's the princess doing with you still, Nick? Doesn't she have anything better to do?
Doesn't seem like it. I heard that. How rude. Of course I have many other things I could be doing.
Like watching The Plumed Punisher.
I love that show. It's just that I thought, but do you think the High Priest could have been a rebel?
A rebel? Why would you even think that?
Well, because if he was, then the rebel hunter Lady Kira would have had a motive to kill him. What? Uh-oh, Princess Rafe overheard me. What idiocy is this? Abbot in me, a rebel. It is beyond the pale. My mother has offered the prayer of lament to his soul. That's the sort of person he was. Alright. I was just raising the possibility. I would not listen to such tomfoolery. She stormed out. Oh well, nothing we can do about that. Do you recall the High Priest doing anything suspicious?
Come to think of it, he seemed unusually restless during the riot.
Restless, you say?
Kept glancing up at the sky, though I have no idea why.
He was restless and kept looking up at the sky, and you don't know why?
I couldn't even try.
That idea doesn't fly. That doesn't tell us much, does it?
By the way, I'm bi.
That's awesome, Maya.
Thanks, Nick.
I love positive feedback. Anything else come to mind?
Sorry, that's about it.
Guess this is all I'm going to learn about the High Priest right now. Oh, but there is one thing I should follow up on.
I want to keep my spirit channeling ability a secret while I'm here, Nick.
What? Why?
I'll, explain that later. Oh, Discord did the thing where it just boots me out of the stream for no reason.
Nice.
That's the thing I have with Discord. That's like the issue I get.
You just get booted.
Yeah.
Also, you get
It's
internet
all-
blips.
It's also always while I'm reading a line. Yeah, and the blips.
With Princess Rafa gone, this might be my only chance. Hey Maya, about what you said earlier, why can't you tell anyone you're able to channel spirits?
Oh, that. You know how all the queens are also spirit mediums here?
There are a lot of queens here. I heard. It was kind of a shock at first, though.
In Koreanism, spirit channeling is a secret art that can only be performed by the queen. No one else is supposed to be able to do it.
I see. So spirit channeling is a symbol of the power of authority, then, in that sense. You can see why it would look bad if a nobody from another country was able to do it, too.
Spirit channeling in the Korean tradition was developed from a Koreanist style that was brought to the US via Japan.
Was that before or after the US and Japan became one country?
Something like that. But it seems like my clan's spiritual power is greater than that of the average Koreanese. Maybe a quirk due to how our styles diverged. I don't really know.
So if spirit channeling is a power possessed only by the Queen of Korean, and it's a power that somehow made its way down the line to Maya, Then I guess that makes Queen Garan and Princess Rafa distant relatives of Maya?
Anyway, it's not like there's some kind of rule about it. It's just, I'd rather not have it become an issue or anything. That's why mediums who come here to train hide the fact that they can channel spirits.
I see. I had no idea it was so complicated.
Either way, training here is a must to fulfill the qualification needed to become the master.
And what is this qualification to become the master? Blech.
To be able to channel spirits of one's own volition and without fail every time. Like, remember how my spirit channeling was always hit or miss? I only ever succeeded about 30% of the time. The writers actually did the math on that.
Yeah, and it was more like spirit possessing her as opposed to actually channeling them. So you can do it every single time now, whenever you want.
Yep. At least I think.
You think?
Well, I haven't actually tried channeling anyone since I completed my training here. But once I get back home, I plan on taking the final spirit medium test. I'll have to try channeling one spirit after another in a marathon channeling session.
Only those who pass the test are worthy of becoming a master, huh?
Yeah, but I know I can do it. I'm going to ace that test and become the next master. After all, I can't let my clan and the other villagers down.
Right. Maya's the next big hope in Korean village. It's got to be a lot of pressure. So speaking of similarities, I've noticed another similarity between our countries besides spirit channeling. I saw a show on TV that reminded me of the Steel Samurai.
Oh, you must mean the plumed Punisher, warrior of Neo Twilight Realm.
Yeah, yes.
So you've already seen the plumed Punisher? You really don't miss a beat.
Actually, it was her benevolence who told me all about it. There's not a single person, Crane, who does not know of it. Oh, you're benevolent, you're back. As the royal priestess, I am charged with monitoring your movements. So I have changed my mind. For in order to fulfill my duty, I must not avert my ears, not even from your blasphemous theories. Her sense of duty is commendable, but I wouldn't mind if she backed off a bit.
Great timing, your benevolence. There's actually something I wanted to show off to the both of you.
Show off. Maya sure seems excited all of a sudden.
Yep. Ta-da!
Oh, what's that?
It's an ultra-rare plumed Punisher strap. There's only one of them in the whole world. It was specially made to promote the TV show.
You're the owner of this strap? Don't tell me you're a Plume Punisher fan too, your benevolence. No, of course not. Only little children watch that show. I have no interest in such things. Right.
He's just thinking about Edgeworth.
No, I am telling the truth. He's thinking about himself. He was also a fan of the Steel Samurai.
Not as much as Edgeworth.
He's like, hey Edgeworth, you should check out this show sometime. Oh?
You know that tweet that's like, I think I posted it, where it's like, you ever talk to someone about something you both like and you realize they're a casual enjoyer while you're just deranged? That's like Edgeworth and Phoenix.
It's like the opposite. Where he goes up to Edgeworth. He wasn't a fan. He's like, this is nonsense. And then Edgeworth gets like super invested. And you're like, hey Edgeworth, so did you end up watching that show? I did. Oh, how'd you like it? It was fine. His entire room is just Steel Samurai.
Yeah. fucking the Magatama goes off.
It's just like 5 locks. It's like, oh, okay. Edgeworth, alright, yeah. Listen, bud. It's okay. You do you. So how'd you get your hands on that, Maya?
I found a kindred spirit in a plumed Punisher fan here in Karain. It resulted in an exchange of cultures transcending national borders.
And by cultural exchange, you mean you swap TV show promo merchandises?
You bet. I traded my Steel Samurai watch for this strap. It's a super rare watch that plays the Steel Samurai theme song when the alarm goes off. My newfound Karaini's friend was so happy I got this one-of-a-kind strap in return.
I guess there are people like that wherever you go, even here in Karain.
Watch this. When you press the Magatama on her belt, it plays the show's theme song.
In really high quality. Sounds just like the Steel Samurai theme.
What are you talking about? Can't you hear the folk instruments in the intro and the exotic tones throughout? Plus, the Steel Samurai has Japanese taiko drums that go... dun 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 dun! In the intro!
Plume Punisher strap added to the court record. Maya's ability to play the Steel Samurai theme from her earphone, like iPod, also
I'm like
added.
that guy from Police Academy or whatever the movie's called.
Well, what was the thing we did in investigations where the person had like something like grafted into their fucking skin?
That was like the worst joke I ever made. That was Francisco. She has she explaining the reason her music plays every time she walks in the room was the iPod Nano grafted to her skin with infinite battery that she can't turn off.
well, Maya's twinning. It's just the Steel Samurai.
Well, I mean, another rare pair that I really like is Francisca and Maya.
That's
so,
not a rare pair.
I mean,
that's actually one of the more common ones.
All right, well, they don't talk a lot, and
That's fair.
basically, she got her. Basically, it spread like an STD.
Oh no. That's unfortunate. Nanomachines, son.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think you read that line.
Anyway.
I.
Right. Guess my ears just aren't as good as yours.
Anyway, I have this amazing idea for a new show: the Plume Punisher versus the Steel Samurai. I'm gonna totally go pitch it to some TV stations when I get back home. I heard there's this really cool up and coming celebrity named John Marsh. I don't know if you've heard of him. He could do one of the parts. That guy's got it. He's like 20 now.
Steel Samurai.
He's like 20 now, right?
Yeah, he is. 8 years. Yeah, about 20.
It's gonna be a huge hit.
Except it's just gonna be fucking powers again.
Right, Your Benevolence?
I have no interest in such things. Well, if nothing else, talking about the Plume Punisher has thankfully seemed to cheer Maya up a bit. It's getting late. Try to get some sleep, okay, Maya? And leave tomorrow to me.
Okay, thanks, Nick.
I think
She
I've
did a
covered
peace
just about
signing
everything.
bench.
Time to head back to the temple and get over everything I've learned so far. What to do? You don't know how to move?
Not after going up that staircase 3 times, no.
It's getting late. Won't be long till sundown.
Mr. Wright, Your Benevolence! Are you done with your investigation for today?
Pretty much. Thought I'd go over what I learned so far. Care to join me?
Yes, please allow me to help.
Okay. First we know that the High Priest received a warning 3 days ago. It was from someone claiming to be Lady Kira, and it told him not to perform the rite.
That's right, it was that rebel hunter, but what of it?
That's what I'm not sure of yet. Why would Lady Kira want to stop the rite?
If you could solve that mystery...
Right, I could figure out her motive for threatening the High Priest. Might be the break I just need, but I don't know enough about right now to really act on that lead. How unfortunate for you, Barbed Head. Your only hope is pure speculation. That shall not stand up in the Hall of Justice. You have no actual proof of Lady Kira's involvement in this crime after all. Yeah, the warning letter alone can't really prove who killed the High Priest. I'll give you one last chance to withdraw before you're charged under the DC Act.
Your Benevolence!
While it is true that you did not forge or suppress any evidence, that is perhaps a product of my careful monitoring of your every move. I wasn't planning on doing anything like that in the first place, Your Benevolence. But I am going to prove Maya's innocence, within the confines of the law. How can you be so sure you will? Because of my undying faith in my clients. That is a lawyer's greatest weapon. What nonsense. You have chosen to dig your own grave. When next we meet, it shall be in the Hall of Justice. As Royal Priestess, it is my duty to reveal the truth through the divination seance. Also,
But what you actually do, your benevolence, is repel the truth. Okay, ow.
this time I will prove that the insights I gleaned therein are of the truth itself. Prepare yourself, for this shall be your last trial, and your last rites. Tomorrow shall end with you under the headsman's axe. Tomorrow, huh? I'll be defending Maya in that so-called Hall of Justice again. Kangaroo Court, here we come. That whole seance schmance nonsense makes trials here completely different from those back home. Plus, I don't have a shred of conclusive evidence. On the other hand, I've got plenty of confusion and anxiety to spare.
Oh, well, that's good.
Who doesn't, Phoenix? I'll have to think of something. After all, I'm the only lawyer in all of Karain. I have to do this. I will do this. I'll prove Maya's innocence if it's the last thing I do.
You know, I love the implication with what they've said about Maya needing to train here to become a master. That Misty Faye presumably dealt with this bullshit back in the day.
Well, back then, the DC Act didn't exist.
It was still probably not a fun place to go to.
No. Also, presumably in Misty Faye's time, she wasn't afflicted with the curse of everywhere I go, I'm accused of murder.
Right, right.
But, that being said, that was, like, perfect ending. See, like, all those crashes and other assorted nonsense, it was actually to set up the perfect timing for stopping.
Yeah, sure, totally. Yeah, it kind of is.
Luckily, next time it should go a lot smoother.
Yeah, I mean, that's the hope, unless the audience does manage to memory leak us.
I really hope it doesn't. If it does, the solution there is just that, like, every couple of times it does it, just do a restart. It's annoying, but at least that fixes it.
Yeah.
Either way, though, I think the memory leak is the big thing that Citra fixed.
Mm-hmm.
I hope. I hope that's something.
I mean,
fixed.
here the thing I know is that I played this game like a long time ago, and I had that setting on that you turned on, and it was flawless.
Yeah. So hopefully that's good enough for me, because I mean, it's fucking Citra. It's not anything like super crazy, so it should run.
Yeah, I mean, if it doesn't work, it probably is the computer.
Yeah.
With that thing, I mean.
The good news is tomorrow, or tonight, I guess, if I run the session, new computer's coming. I'm not sure when. I'll have to like take some time along the week to just start importing my computer. And yeah, it'll be nice. Yeah, golf clap for that one. Yeah. New computer. I'm gonna be so discombobulated when I install the fucking thing. It's gonna be.
If you want a pro tip from me, do what I did. You have an external drive, right?
Yeah.
So what I did, and I think I've said this, but is I took my entire computer, I dragged it onto the external drive,
Yeah,
and then
that's
I
what I need to do.
put it back.
Yeah,
so
that's what I need to do. Only problem is the new computer's internal drive has less space than this computer's internal drive. So that might be something where I'd call my brother and be like, hey, just need to make sure that I can install some of these drives easier. But I'll worry about that later. For now, though, I'm off to the dimension of hanging out with the Zoop.